Check 1 2 1 2, bitch.
Yeah, Martin, why do you hate Drake so much?
Give me a reason not to.
I don't know. Anyway, what's up, everyone? This is episode 113 of the iLLogical Sense podcast. This is your boy Busby.
And over here is your boy JC No Hunnets.
And Martin.
Yo, what's up? What's good?
See, we were just talking, because I was just talking about how I went on a random Drake binge with all his albums just to see what still holds up. And Martin just said, why did you put yourself through that?
Yeah, man.
I mean, I know
just don't understand.
You hate him. I don't.
Well, I don't understand why you would do that.
I'm highly critical. There's a difference.
That's cool.
Shit, anyway, besides that, how was y'all weekend? I've only talked to this nigga. How was yours?
I've been chilling, man. My weekend was just filled with smoke, and not just the one I be putting in there.
California was filled with smoke.
Shit,
Up in smoke.
filled with smoke, dog.
Basically. Yeah, I drove and kicked back and watched the Lakers all weekend.
That's good.
Yeah, same. Well, I didn't drive, but you know.
Yeah.
I was kind of low-key celebrating my birthday, like my post-birthday stuff. And I had it all planned out, but I kind of did everything I kind of wanted to do on the day of my birthday, and everything else I was just chilling for the most part. Saw that movie Widows, the one with
Is it good?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Actually is.
We'll see that this week.
Actually is. What's his name? Paperboy did a good job, and old boy from Get Out did a good job.
Yeah.
And Valeria Davis and Michelle Rodriguez, they all did a great job. Y'all should see that shit.
Yeah, I'm for sure seeing that.
Hell
I caught SNL Saturday night because
on?
Steve Carell was hosting.
Oh yeah, you're in the office, guy.
Yeah,
Of course.
Yeah, and so then Jenna Fisher, Ed Helms, and Ellie Kemper, they had this skit in the beginning. So when he was doing the opening monologue, they had this skit where all of a sudden they just popped up out of nowhere. They're like, "Yes, you want to do the reboot because we kind of need the fucking money at this point." And then his wife, who I forgot who she played, was the second girlfriend in The Office because it's actually his wife.
I know
in real life. She was there with the kids, and then she's like, "Yeah, you can go ahead and do it because we don't need you at home anymore." And in the midst of the skit, her and the kids got up and they left. And then right when you think he's like, okay, we're gonna do a reboot, he's just like, you guys want a reboot? All right, well, we're gonna have a great show tonight. And then
Don't you think, man? You really think they should do a reboot? Or did
Hell no.
they wrapped it up in like a great thing.
yeah, no, I'm not a fan of a reboot.
Me neither. Well, depending on what reboot, because Fuller House is actually quite decent on Netflix. It's like just one of those rare.
I heard it got canned though.
Fuller House?
I heard it's done.
No, Fuller House ain't done.
Nah, they ain't done yet.
Well, that's why
they're 3 seasons in. And they signed up for another.
Fuller House.
They signed up for another one.
Fuller House is the reason why we have all these reboots, in my opinion.
Yeah,
because when you saw how popular it was, like, oh, this could work, and then all of a sudden, Girl Meets World happened, and then all the rest fell into place.
Yep.
Yeah.
I misread it then because I wasn't paying attention. I just saw it scrolling on the timeline.
Yeah.
In the midst of a bunch, and I was like, oh, I guess it got canned. All right.
No, and that's white humor. You can never get rid of white humor.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And unfortunately, with fucking sad news, Diddy's ex-girlfriend, baby mama, Kim Porter, passed away unexpectedly last week.
Yeah, she's 47 years old. So she's the mother of Quincy, of Christian, who of course goes by King Combs, and then the twin girls. And apparently she had been struggling or battling with what they thought was pneumonia.
Yeah,
so she had been in and out the doctor. And word is the doctors weren't, too focused on giving her the best care. So they said the day before she called and she's like, look, it's not getting any better. And I guess she was scheduled to go in that day or the next day. And
she passed.
Yeah.
There's been a whole bunch of support from everyone within the industry, man.
Right, because, I mean, a lot of people know her association for Diddy, but she was a model before him. Like, she actually drove Diddy stock up when they first got together.
Really?
Because remember, Diddy was just, that's the cat that got fired from Uptown.
Yeah.
Like, then, there's that missing piece where he starts Bad Boy, he has Big and Craig Mack, but really what kind of also solidified his status as kind of that nigga was having the eye candy for the arm piece, and that was Kim's role, which,
Yeah.
elevated
his whole game pretty much.
It wasn't like she just was,
And I guess
remember, I'll Be Sure is Quincy's father's. That was before Diddy came in the picture.
So I guess they were like on again, off again for like years.
Yeah,
but they had a solid relationship.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
And shit. And Diddy's going through it. It's like a whole onslaught with people within the industry showing their condolences and prayers. So, stay strong, Diddy. Man.
Yeah, especially for the kids too.
For real. Yeah, let's see what else was going on. Yeah, Migos and James Corden went on Carpool Karaoke. That shit was funny.
That was hilarious.
That shit had me rolling.
That
dog.
was funny as fuck.
That shit was funny.
Them niggas singing Mariah Carey, that shit was like...
Whitney Houston, that shit was
I'm sorry,
funny.
yeah, Whitney, I'm sorry.
With the ad-libs and shit.
Yeah.
Who. Now I can finally... Now, I'm happy to tell y'all, I can finally tell which is who now, who raps on the Migos record now.
You don't say.
Yeah, it took me long enough.
Took you long enough.
Hey, man.
Damn it, Busby.
Better late than never, bro. But yeah, that was funny.
I guess, like...
I was about to quote Drake right now.
Wow.
Well, but never late is better.
Never late is better.
Never
late is better. Okay.
I think you messed it up, but all right.
Yeah. I had to stop and think about it. Like, what? Why?
Yeah.
It says, man, come on now. You says better late than never, but never late is better.
No. Anyway.
Man, you serious right now?
Is it?
You just went through listening
Better
to Drake.
late than never. Thank me later.
Yeah, but there was also a missing part, so he might be right. There was a continuation.
I said better late than whatever.
Bro,
now you got me
go ahead,
fucked
keep
up.
going. I'm going to have to look this shit up.
Anyway.
Prove my innocence.
WWE did a Carpool Karaoke. I didn't know they made it like a separate show now.
It's a separate show now.
It's on Apple TV, and I was watching. I guess WWE did their own little shit. That shit was pretty funny too. Seeing just New Day singing New Kids on the Block and shit, and the woman doing the divas, and Triple H and Stephanie. Stephanie was singing what's it called? If you want it. What was that song called? You
Bust
got
Move.
it. Yeah, she was rapping all the lyrics. I was like, okay, Stephanie. She's like that type. If she drinks some Hennessy, she'll get loose.
Well, I mean, she let John Cena tap it.
Just
live air, so
smack
I mean,
it.
she...
Man, hey. I'm just saying. Yeah, I was just saying, like, okay, Stephanie, she might have some blackness in her.
That's one thing. That's one thing I do love about the Apple TV app, though. You can put everything in there from Hulu and Netflix, so you don't have to open up every single app.
Yeah, I heard.
You just go right there and then you choose.
Yeah, WWE Network is on there and shit like that.
Yeah.
If you stay on the wrestling shit just for one. Survivor Series was last night. That was fun. Charlotte fucking beat the shit out of fucking Ronda Rousey. Like, out of nowhere, like, it was hella red. To me, that shit was funny as fuck. Because she was playing... I know, you're right, Martine. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay, you're right. Bitch. You happy now?
Yes, I am, actually.
Anyway, like I was saying, Charlotte went against Ronda Rousey impromptu because Becky Lynch got her face broke by Nia Jax. And the match was cool. Not like Ronda did her thing. And then I guess storyline wise, Charlotte knew that she couldn't beat Ronda. So Ronda got out the ring and started running. And as soon as she went around the corner, fucking Charlotte got a kendo stick and just hit her in the stomach. And she was like, ah! And just started beating the shit out of her. Literally beating the shit out of Ronda with the kendo stick. I was laughing because it was so random. And then she was beating up the rest with it. And then when she get in the ring, she fucking did the natural selection on a steel chair. And then she was like, I'm the baddest bitch.
Wow.
I'm that bitch. Ah! Just beating her ass. Oh, damn. That was the field?
Yeah.
That's trash.
Bro.
Yeah. So we're recording this now right as Monday Night Football kicks off between the game of the year so far.
The
Rams
on
and
paper,
Chiefs.
it's supposed to be game of the year, but yeah.
No, I'm saying so far. I mean,
Yeah.
it's 9-1 teams. Yeah. They just showed the field on why they're playing in LA and not Mexico. And yeah.
Mexico didn't know how to take care of the football field.
Nah. How many times do you think Goff's going to call out Halle Berry tonight?
I don't know. We have it on mute, so we don't know.
I know. That's the thing. Like, if we were able to listen to this and without getting involved with copyrights, probably have to take a shot game for that.
Oh, man.
Halle Berry.
Yep.
Anyway, Survivor Series was cool, but man, Jill Scott, man.
Round of applause for the Queen. Jill Scott, Miss Scott if you're nasty.
She nasty for her man. Like, I knew she was nasty, but I never saw her like actually act on it at her shows. Like, Okay, well,
Yeah.
y'all lived under a rock. A video surfaced back from, I guess, Nashville when she was performing. It was like a while back, and she was pretty much giving fellatio to the mic.
She was doing it.
In air, and
doing
she
it
was
well.
doing it very well. And I was like, we're playing with the balls and everything. And I don't know about y'all, but boy,
All 4 fingers.
boy, I don't know. I was like, Miss Scott.
And it's one of those funny things too, where if you listen to her music, you know.
Yeah.
Like, but then it's just seeing it
Yeah.
to validate the lyrics, because you know some people be, both men and women, they be faking the funk on these lyrics, and they don't really be that way outside the booth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm proud and honored to know that Jill Scott is living her lyrics out in these streets, and I appreciate that.
It was funny because Biggie on Twitter was all going like, from WWE, he was like, yo, does Jill Scott have a meet and greet? Just asking for me.
Not for a friend.
And then Jill Scott caught, like, I screenshot it and put it on her Instagram. It was like, oh yeah, we can meet, but greet? Nah, we good. The hella curved him. I was like, damn. And then she's all going, it's like, I've been getting hella DMs lately. I only do this for my man. And blah, 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 blah. Man, shut up.
Yeah, everybody was shooting their shot. Niggas on social media's names is Jill Scott's microphone.
Man, it was just like out of nowhere. And they said
the freaking meme.
and they said her music catalog went up like a percentage or whatever. It skyrocketed. That's the power of social media, man. That shit goes up.
And what was crazy was that when they asked her about it, she was like, "Oh, I think that was the Nashville show." And I'm like, "Wait, how did you know?" Like,
well, you know, some artists figure
like,
out.
I heard she was basing on what she was wearing.
Right, exactly.
You
And
know
I'm
what I'm
like,
saying?
yeah,
Wow.
no, but that little attention to detail was just like, just adds more to the legend.
There's like another video. There was another video
that wasn't on that video.
Knew.
Yeah,
they have dudes making art pieces, portraits of her, like with cum stains all over her fucking blouse and shit.
They had that. They had the one, since she's in Why Did I Get Married? Her ex-husband. The picture goes, "Hey, I just saw that video.
Right.
What's up with you tonight?"
What's up with you tonight? Yeah, they said her catalog went up, but like hella percentages and shit like that. So I'm like, hey, the power of social media.
The song itself, the song she was singing in that Crown Royal, that shit shot all the way back up.
Wow.
I bet.
Yeah.
And there was another video I saw of her like pretending to take back shots when the drummer was like hitting the drum, and every time he hit it, she was like, like hitting, like grabbing the glass where the drummer was and just pretending she was getting like fucked and shit.
Yeah.
That girl's a freak, man.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes. Love her. Shoot up the club. Push the button. Push the button.
I love that clip when she leaves the Carter's concert. Just, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Well,
Chili from Philly, man.
oh yeah, she's from Philly. I keep forgetting she's from Philly. Yeah. Yeah, I bet her DMs did blow up. Like, I know you would like that.
You like that?
I bet you like that. You like that. So, moving right along, Cardi B, she's still just winning, period, in life at the moment.
Seriously.
2018 was her year. I thought
She's
2017 was her year.
2017 was her.
That was
killing
just
it
the
this
tip
year.
of the iceberg.
That was just the tip of the iceberg for fucking Bodak Yellow and Cardi Barty and shit and No Limit. And now the album dropped and it's pretty much one of the highest selling albums this year. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So I guess she threw a launch party for her Fashion Nova shit. That was
She
interesting.
partnered up with them. She threw the party last Wednesday in Hollywood. Pretty much a who's who. All the performers were women. So you had DJ Charisma, of course. Shout out Charisma, Cali Love. I don't know if y'all seen DJ Duffy.
I've
French
heard of her.
Montana's DJ.
Isn't that Drake's?
She fine as fuck.
Isn't that Drake's friend
Oh my
too?
god.
Instagram.
She's
DJ
fine.
Duffy. I think
Yes.
I tried it.
Shout out to DJ Duffy.
I think
She's
I know
fine
what
as
you're
fuck.
talking- I think isn't that one of Drake's like exes or some shit?
I don't know.
Duffy?
I don't care. I just noticed her when she was on French Montana as his DJ, and ever since then, she got the follow.
Okay.
And then you had Brianna Perry, Dream Doll, Saweetie, of course, because she's dating Quavo. And then it's listed as the City Girls, but
It was a city girl.
yeah, the
City
City
Girl.
Girl was there.
Wasn't one of them getting hella backlash for the shit she said on Breakfast Club?
That's the one I think that's in jail.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's JT.
Ain't no backlash.
Yeah, no.
Ain't no backlash. Well, she's gonna come
For a
out.
minute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for a minute. She's gonna get out, unlike
Right.
some people.
Yeah,
We'll
she'll
get to him
gonna
in
get
a
out
bit.
next. She gets out next month.
Oh, next
So it's
month.
like, yeah,
oh, so for the
her
holidays.
son's got
Quick
to
minute.
Okay, yeah. Well, at least she getting out, unlike some people. But
Side note: Did you listen to the album?
Nah.
It was more of the same.
I mean,
Like,
what
it
do you
was-
expect?
That's kind of what I figured. That's why I heard the first one.
They say
then
Gunner wasn't
need to
Gunner
hear
featured
the
or Lil
second one.
Baby,
Lil Baby was on there.
and they say he had like a verse where he just pretty much got out all of them or some shit like that.
Yeah,
Like-
he kind of stole the show on that one. But of course, the reason why I brought that up, in addition to that, is because Cardi was on the album, and she was on the single "Twerk," and that motherfucker is going to explode to finish out the year.
Damn, how's Cardi just find her way on these records, man?
Which, I mean, again, that's
Maybe Nicki didn't want him.
that, but it's,
Hey,
honestly, it's a testament to quality control.
Yeah,
Because it's like, if you're gonna date the niggas that are signed to us, we have a place for you too.
Yep.
So if you really think about it, what is it? Unofficially, Cardi is
quality
control.
Yeah, I mean,
the
she's
management-
associated. That's the management.
Yeah,
right?
that's her
Yeah,
management, so
exactly.
she is there. And then you have the situation where you got Sweetie, who of course out here in the Bay in LA, and now
Right.
she's dealing with that. So they're like, we ain't gonna run from her, bring her ass in too.
For real.
That's a monopoly right there.
Yeah,
Did they film
that's
that?
really what that is.
was it live the Fashion Nova event? Was it like on TV or was it just streaming? Or
Nah, it was a party that they threw.
all these parties that don't get streamed or anything. We see all these performances and shit. It's just like, it would be nice if we see that.
Had everybody known what took place was going to take place, I'm pretty sure it would have been streamed.
Yeah,
Because what ended up happening was Bad Bobby, the
Catch
one that
Me
was
Outside
on
girl.
Catch Me Outside on Mari. I guess she's been having
it's
some
Dr. Phil.
Dr.
Yeah.
Phil.
Yeah, you're right.
Dr. Phil, Mari, Jerry
Some
Springer, they
respect
all
on
want the
Dr.
same.
Phil. Some respect on Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil, he dabbles in
He fell off, man.
that ratchet shit. As soon as he went to the Breakfast Club, I was like, yeah, nigga, you clearly are trying to get Mari the fuck up out of here.
He's been wanting to
you
get
want
Maury
that
to-
audience.
Hey, man, Oprah gave him that show, man. So she was like, "Oh, all these crazy motherfuckers, y'all deal with him.
Yeah.
You deal with him. I'm gonna make my network, but you stay over there
Right. So apparently she's been having issues with Iggy Azalea.
for whatever reason."
I don't know.
And I guess
why.
her and Iggy
Whatever.
been going back and forth on social media for petty shit. And I remember this girl's like, what, 17?
Nah, 15.
15.
She's 15.
I don't even know how the hell she was at this
15, bro.
party.
Yeah.
Wow. And
Well, she's a celebrity, sort of.
I mean,
Sort
yeah, but I don't know how she was at this party.
I thought she was.
I
At
mean,
least
I
16.
understand what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
But this is Hollywood, man. It don't matter. But yeah, and then she's
Hollywood
arguing with
type
Iggy,
shit, you know what I mean?
and then Iggy was going back and forth. I was like, Iggy, why are you arguing with a fucking 15-year-old? And you know she's probably fucking some of these rappers too, these little dreadheaded ass rappers, and you know she is. Whatever.
Which
It's like,
one? Who?
Bad Barbie,
It's actually, I was gonna say this. It's actually Bad Baby.
Bad Baby.
Yeah.
I thought it was bad.
I thought it was said differently.
sounds
too
like-
for
it's-
the
it's
longest
spelled
time.
like it.
Yeah, I know.
Bad Baby.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Okay.
whatever.
Whatever. I mean, honestly, to be honest, she has a following though. She has like a cult following. I've seen how many hits she gets on YouTube and her SoundCloud. She has a following, and that's some people that she's somebody you have to watch. It's like we saw what happened with fucking 6ix9ine. No one really paid attention, and he just blew up in our fucking faces. Bad Barbie's gonna be someone that's gonna be on the freshman cover next year, and everyone's gonna be mad. And she's on Atlantic too, and
Yeah.
Cardi was on Atlantic, so you saw how it could work with Cardi. It could work with her.
It's possible.
I mean, it's possible, but it ain't going. That's the difference between Cardi and the rest. Cardi had music to back up.
She kind of has music too.
No. Her music, as ratchet as it was, it still had pop appeal.
Yeah,
I don't know what's
Yeah.
pop appeal about this chick. Like,
I've kind of watched some of her videos, and I'm just saying it don't be surprised if she just pops up on the charts.
I won't be surprised, but I'm talking about longevity.
Oh, of course,
Like
longevity.
Cardi's gonna be there.
I'm just talking. I'm just talking about just like, you know, when you know, every year we always have that one rapper that just like pops up out of nowhere, and it's like, really, and she's just on and that person just on everything. That's gonna be Bad Barbie.
Yeah.
So, and we're gonna have the academics is out there. We're gonna have those little fucking people out there, the devil advocates that are gonna say, "Oh, we should pay attention to them." No.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what won't be on the charts with her. That
What?
drink, the water she threw at Iggy.
Yeah, supposedly.
She
allegedly.
tossed that shit.
What, was it on video?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Tossed
damn, I
that
did not
shit and
see
then
it.
was like laughing at it. And then conveniently, security grabs her right away. So,
Oh, of course.
You know, and then
Yeah.
pops
And
off.
she's only 15?
Yeah.
Damn, I guess. I thought she was at least 16. But
And
she's only
then both of
15.
them commented afterwards. Iggy saying, "I'm not gonna go back and forth with a child. Like
But you
it's-
just went back and forth with a child.
like I'm getting a bag. It's not gonna look good for me to fight
You
a child."
you just acknowledged that you were, and then they went, and they literally went back and forth. That was the funniest shit about it. I know Iggy got that ass, so that's all that matters.
She also got 2.7 mil.
Yeah, and her masters.
Yeah.
So
I don't know who she signed with. Like I
she
was
said
actually,
she signed back to her label supposedly.
Yeah,
And
that's what I heard.
she went back.
Yeah. She was
Okay.
talking about how she was so free and this and that,
Yeah.
and then went
I
right
guess
back
they got
to
it,
him.
but she got her
But-
masters.
I was gonna say, but she got the masters, so
We'll see
that's
how
cool.
much of a percentage that is, though.
Yeah,
Because
yeah, not for sure.
Island ain't just giving up
Yeah,
masters like
nah,
that.
seriously.
But apparently she got the 2.7 mil, and then she's gonna start her own label, the New Classic, or New Classic or something. I mean, it's named after the first album.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah,
Still don't get why people were so mad at that. She was ahead of his time. You know what was way ahead of her time? Fucking Krayshawn. She was ahead of her time. When I say that, is if her music came out now
and the White Girl Mob.
and the white girl mob, and you see how academics and how social media is, yeah,
Yeah.
she would be pretty fucking big.
What was it? It was Krayshawn, Lil Debbie, and
Lil-
then who was the other one?
The one I kept
The
saying,
wild one.
the one I kept saying, nigga.
Yeah.
I
know
interviewed
who
her.
you're talking
I
about.
interviewed her along the back. I could understand why she would say it. It was
Well, I understood it. I didn't have an issue with it. She was
neither.
raised. Her
raised in East
mother
Oakland.
was a black woman out in East Oakland. Like,
She was in the hood.
Yeah.
That's all she was around. So it was like,
yeah. Well, hearing it from her, I didn't see it as like.
what was her
racism,
name?
like-
Because I
I'm about
interviewed
to look it
her
up right
years
now.
ago. Fuck. Well, whatever the case. Yeah, if their music came out now, yeah, man, you see what all these hype beats
Yeah,
shit
it would
do?
definitely fit in. That's for sure.
That's the sad part about it.
I know.
And the academics would have fucking just loved it.
Oh, of course.
Anyway, shout out to Cardi because she reportedly made 10
Be
points.
nasty.
V Nasty. There you go.
Oh shit.
There you go. Yeah, but shout out to Cardi because she made $2.3 million like in the first 3 hours the clothing line
No.
came out.
10.3
10.3
million.
million. My fault.
10.3.
10. That's crazy.
That's
she made
nuts.
Man, that's some chump change.
that. Good
Industry wise, that's some chump change right
Nicki
there.
just had this.
Pass me some chump change,
Right,
man.
And
Shit.
Nicki has had to be on the sideline. I just like
course.
putting that out there because it's just like I'm seeing all this again. I keep seeing all this, and I'm just in astonishment. Like, damn, Nicki, this was you.
Well, did she ever have?
No, but I'm just
Fashion
saying,
Nova?
just
Like-
with the fashion looks and the
Oh, okay, yeah,
the
yeah,
feature,
yeah.
just
Just like
the,
being
all the
that
spotlight.
person.
It's,
Yeah.
that
Yeah, I got
was you.
I wonder if Cardi's association is going to lead to Offset getting his own line for Nigga Nova.
Anyway, so
I don't know why you I'm thinking because if quality control is helping,
You right about
right?
that?
You know what I'm saying? Like she has power to get other people on board. I mean, think about it. She just had a situation where all the performers were all women.
Right.
Like I thought that's what Queen Radio was supposed to be about.
but nope.
But,
I'm surprised. I'm
yeah.
surprised Cardi doesn't even have her own radio station yet on Apple
Motherhood.
Radio. No, oh
Yeah.
Keeping her busy.
Yeah.
She can't stretch herself out too thin right now.
But as far as Offset though, dude, I can't see that. He dresses like in high end.
Well, I mean, yeah, right.
Like,
I get
don't know.
it, but at the same time, I mean,
no, I get
if they gonna
it.
offer a
It would
bag,
make sense.
like, yeah.
It would make sense.
Right. I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, the wins keep stacking up for Cardi because Time Magazine just said we're gonna go on vacation now. So here's our top fucking 10 best albums of the year.
I applaud the fuck out of them.
They just said we're going on a holiday break, so we're gonna get this shit out the way now while
Yeah.
we get our while we settle who our person of the year is and shit. We don't give a fuck about this music. So who won last? I think SZA won last year.
SZA's
For
Control was number one
Was
last
number
year.
one. So who was number one this year? Fucking Cardi B for the Invasion of Privacy was the number one album of Time Magazine's best albums of the year. Janelle Monáe was number two for Dirty Computer.
Mm-hmm.
But I was more shocked. I was like, wow, y'all put Cardi at number one. And I was thinking about it, and I'm like, I'm not mad at that.
I was shocked, but I wasn't shocked at the same time, if that makes sense. Like, I was shocked because I was like, wow, a rap album is number one on Time.
Yeah.
But then when you factor in Invasion of Privacy, while hip hop. It just everything about it had the pop element.
Yep.
It made sense.
That was my case too. Just the fact that it sounded commercial.
Right.
I'm not necessarily saying that it was because
It was
if
the
you listen
perfect
to, like,
balance.
Yeah, if you listen
Yeah.
to like Bickenhead or something like that, it's not commercial. and
Exactly.
shit.
It was
But it definitely had that overall
It
sound.
was literally it was the perfect balance of ratchet and mainstream.
Yeah.
And it was literally like, honestly, I re-listened to the album and it still goes all the way through. This is gonna be, I want to say a hood classic, but just a classic. Period. She can literally live off this album. She don't really have to drop another album, in my opinion. She could just pull Lauryn Hill and just drop singles, be on features here and there, and just live off the singles.
I mean, the thing of it is as you stated, it's a quality body of work. As I'm going back, re-listening, putting together my list, every time I go back, I'm like, it's not. It doesn't go down. It actually keeps going up higher.
Yes.
So in that, from that instance, I'm like,
There was no track wasted on this
no,
album.
yeah.
There was
And even
no filler.
even the down tracks where they kind of
Singles.
grow on you over time.
They could be singles.
Right.
That's the thing. Like that Best Life with Chance the Rapper, she could literally just drop singles randomly throughout next year if she wants to.
Yeah.
And she, like I said, she's a personality, so she can have like I would say she can have a podcast. She can have she's about to have a TV show, which we're about to lead into right now.
I mean, the thing of it is that before we get there, she just dropped Money, which, at the start of it, you and I were kind of like, it's all right. It's there.
I liked it. You were just blah.
No, you were like, it was cool, but it wasn't.
Oh,
we weren't saying like it was anything like,
yeah,
we weren't down in it. But a few weeks later, and now it's actually starting to gain traction.
She hasn't even dropped a video yet.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. She has these songs where they slowly kind of creep up on you.
Yeah.
And then before you know it, it's the biggest fucking track in the damn country.
I like it like that. For example,
like
you know
it,
what I mean?
yeah.
Like when we first heard the album, we're like, you pointed it out. It was like, oh, this is gonna be the one, and that shit took a while for it to actually
Before she
blow up.
released as the single.
I
and
mean,
shit.
even Be Careful. Like when I first heard it, I didn't care for it too much.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
You know
for
what I
sure.
mean? And
we
after a
all
while,
did that.
It was
Yeah,
like, oh shit.
When in the veins of the album, if you listen to it, everything just
yeah.
flows.
Right.
For sure.
And like you could tell she took her time. Because I remember back when September, but I remember she said she was gonna drop another project with tracks that didn't make the album.
Yeah.
With some new tracks, and maybe she's still gonna do it. Who knows?
That's why Money came out.
Yeah.
Money's going to be a part of those tracks
If whatever
next
she
month, supposedly.
whenever she decides to drop them, I personally don't feel she should. But if she did that cover art, if she did all that shit for that cover art, yes, another project is coming. Maybe an EP or something.
Yeah.
Maybe. Man. But yeah, like I said before, the wins just keep stacking up for Cardi. Another round of applause.
Seriously.
Yeah.
She's about to be starring in a Netflix original show called Rhythm and Flow. And she's going to be judging with T.I. and Chance the Rapper. It's going to be like an American Idol. Pretty much.
Hip hop competition show. I don't know how they're involved, but John Legend, Jesse Collins, and Jeff Gaspin are going to be a part as well. 10 episodes. They're going to be in multiple cities, and this drops right at the start of next year.
Shit.
Which, to me, I'm now curious on how Netflix is going to do this. Are they just going to drop all 10 episodes right away, or is it going to be one of those things?
Probably going to be a weekly thing because they've been starting to do that lately.
Yeah.
Weekly episodes every week. Yeah, for certain shows, they've been dropping they've been literally just dropping every week. So
I feel like they can make a killing with that.
they should. But
Seriously, like
because everyone be
They would
binge
be
watching.
cable, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then on top of that, still have all the on demand that's available.
Exactly, like
that's,
yeah.
yeah, they would kill the game.
I mean, if you
They
think
already
about it,
are killing
right,
the
right.
game.
Well, but I mean, even more so though.
Because I mean, if you think about it, the leading competitor is Hulu, and Hulu's just starting to.
Amazon Prime is climbing too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
So,
coming along.
So I mean, if you're trying to battle off with them, you already got the binge watchers. You might as well start creeping in and getting those who tune in nightly and weekly.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But yeah, and I remember I was watching the State of the Culture, and Joe Budden, I guess, read the fine print for the artist that's going to take part of it, and pretty much, in a nutshell, the contract says that the show pretty much basically owns you, and if you have a song that blows up after the fact, they have control of it.
Wow.
Yeah, or something. If you blow up, they have control of everything. So just if you want to be a part of it, just make sure y'all read the fine print. 'Cause you
And
know,
I was about to
make a shitty song that could
Well,
pop off,
and then they're gonna have percentage of everything, your royalties, masters, everything.
right.
So-
but I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing if you know how to finesse it. Like if you go the OG Mako route, you just give them some bullshit ass track, and you're like, well, if it pops off, because you may not get the immediate residuals of that, but your name's out there now. So it's kind of like one of those things where it's, all right, you're going to use me, but I'm going to use you because I'm not going to give you my best material.
Right.
I just need you to get my name to the forefront. And then once we're there, hands are shook and we're off doing my own thing now.
Pretty much.
I mean, those partnerships exist and they work for both parties.
Yeah.
You sacrifice one song. I would much rather sacrifice a whole song than sacrifice albums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
I just remember that's what Joe was saying. I was just like, oh, well, that's interesting. Yeah, anyway.
He knows how to research and get down to the nitty gritty.
Seriously,
Joe's
though,
crazy,
bro,
man.
like-
Joe just has a lot of time to kill, and he just be on his laptop, on his phone, just searching. And
I don't even think that's crazy because even with all that amount of time, you still could not end up finding the amount of information that he's able to find.
And also he is I guess, quote unquote, a former artist. So when he heard about this, he probably, let's see how much. Let me look at this stuff in the fine print. He started reading it, and he was
He
like,
probably knew what to look for.
Right.
You know what I mean?
mm-hmm. He wanted to see how much money they're gonna give and shit. So it's like, okay. But yeah, shout out to Cardi, man. The year just keeps giving, and I just saw an Instagram post where she just bought a house for her mom. So it's just another
Yeah.
That's what's up.
There you go. But who needs another push it again.
Hell no, I ain't pushing that for him.
Takachi's in jail.
I don't know how that sound fit that, but okay.
No, I'm just saying because it just kept flowing with it. But yeah, I said last week or all the other times I keep talking about Tekashi 6ix9ine, I said something's going to happen to him. The universe this year has been working overtime on just people, good or bad, and it's bringing shit up to surface. So a few months back, Triple X got killed, and I said, Tekashi better be careful. He's next. And yeah, you're either dead or in jail. Well, he picked the latter. He's in jail or prison.
Right, so to start the week off, or to end the week, I should say, last week, his old manager, everybody kind of found out that Shadi had set him up to get robbed.
Yeah.
So at that point, he then fires the entire management team, goes and makes this video, basically saying, I'm not managed by anybody, it's just me, if people are doing shows. And at first,
me and JC, I was just like, he's smart.
Right.
Because I'm thinking from the surface, I'm like, he can't trust nobody now.
Right. But then Martine ends up
like, I don't know, man. I didn't say nothing in the group chat because I was just like, I want to see
how this plays
happens.
out. Yeah,
right. Like something don't feel right to me.
Because he became the boy that cried wolf on certain stuff.
Yeah.
Like we don't believe him on certain shit he does. Maybe, and plus he has an album coming out in a few weeks. So I'm thinking, and then also the report that someone shot up the fucking video shoot of him and Kanye and Nicki and shit. And I'm going, this is all just too... There's no such thing as coincidences. Either you have very bad luck or you are staging all this for fucking, publicity.
I'll say one instance at a time is a coincidence. Anything after that...
Yeah.
That's when it's...
This is when shit's getting very spooky for you. So then he went on the Breakfast Club and he did like a whole 1 hour interview talking about... how he got rid of his management and how he kept saying that he feels untouchable because he said at that point I felt untouchable because, I had all these niggas around me and no one could touch me. Only people that could touch me were the people that are sitting right next to me. And he sounded like he always talks like he's the smartest person in the room. Mm-hmm. And that's how you get fucked up. If you feel you are the smartest person in the room, you can control shit, that's how you get fucked up. Either that or he knew the walls were closing in on him and he had to put up a face.
Yeah.
I partly agree with that, but then the other part of me, it's not necessarily if you feel you're the smartest person in the room as much as it feels like you're invincible.
Yeah, you feel untouchable.
Because there's certain instances where I remember being in situations where I'm like, wow, I actually know more than the person I thought was going to know a whole lot about this subject. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't a situation where I was like, I thought I was better than him.
Yeah.
Usually when you get touched is when you start making moves where you're like, nobody can touch me. I'm unstoppable.
Yeah, you're
right.
At that point.
That's how he was talking.
Yeah.
That's literally how he was talking.
Exactly. You led the forefront. It was like damn near every other episode. It was like, something's going to happen.
Soon.
Yeah.
By the end of this year, something was going to happen to his ass. And... last night, Academics went on Twitter, and I don't follow him, but it got retweeted that 6ix9ine got arrested. Now, usually when we see this from Act's page, we think he got hacked, but he's like, no, I didn't get hacked this time. Uh-oh. So I was just like, okay. And then the charges came up, and he said, well, yes, about racketeering and other shit.
TMZ's official report, it reads basically... So he recently fired everybody and his associates. Well, all of them are getting busted on racketeering charges, which almost certainly means he's going to jail.
Mm-hmm.
Law
Going
enforcement
to jail now.
Law enforcement sources state that 6ix9ine was arrested Sunday night by ATF agents in New York. The agents also hauled in ex-manager Shoddy, and then they all hauled in suspect arrested Fahim Walter, who's known as Crippy, who was the person that got shot a few weeks ago during whatever altercation he was in at that point.
Mm-hmm.
That's when that took place. So, again, racketeering, firearm charges.
Oh, it gets even worse. It gets even more spookier for him.
Right. They're saying the investigation was a joint effort between the ATF, the NYPD, and Homeland Security.
Oh, so he going to jail.
Yeah, so that tells you this wasn't just a routine pickup. They had eyes on this motherfucker everywhere he was going, and it wouldn't surprise me if the fucking extra security that he was hiring was also planted.
It gets even spookier because then the report.
Why was he chilling with Shoddy though?
No, and then it gets spookier because more reports came out, and they pretty much said that he was part of a gang. He was like the indictments came out, and they're charging him from being part of a forgot the group, some fucking gang. Treyway, one gang.
Was Treyway the actual gang?
Scum Gang.
Scum Gang, man.
I don't know. Were these labels the actual gangs?
They were actual gangs.
Scum Gang. I think he has that tattooed on his.
Trying to get my facts
right. But remember, Treyway was started as a label because they picked up Fetty Wap and some others.
And Alexa Sky.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find.
Kind of random.
Right.
I'm legit.
But it makes sense.
I'm legit trying to find the shit. Because I was just like, oh, here we go. He's accused of helping take part in a criminal organization that engaged in murder, robbery, and narcotics trafficking.
Which that feels back to what Martin was saying when he said he felt uneasy about it. Now it makes sense. He was trying to distance himself because
he was just trying to get away from all the bullshit.
They said he was. They said they called him for fucking robbing rival gang members at gunpoint for gang initiation and shit back on April 3rd. That happened April, so he wasn't part of no gang, so he tried to get initiated on April. You stupid ass nigga.
So he was out there claiming blood and shit.
And this is around April 3rd.
And he wasn't even part of it.
And he was trying to get initiated by robbing niggas. This was some gangsta-licious shit.
Trash. Wow. Where's YG?
Yeah.
And so pretty much...
YG at the game.
Yeah, him, his a 9Trey, and a few of his other associates, they're pretty much in there for racketeering and a whole bunch of other shit in RICO. So pretty much, in a nutshell, he going to prison for life. He's facing life in prison. He's gonna, and the track list for his album came out like, he posted it like yesterday or whatever, and Kanye and Bobby Shmurda's on the first track.
I said it there. I was like, how the hell you get Bobby Shmurda on the album and now you about to be a cellmate? Like, the hell kind of sense does that make?
That does make
in a span of a month.
Literally. Talking, and that's just like, and that's how I just look at it is, well, I tried to warn y'all. Everyone tried to warn him, but I knew it was coming sooner or later. This is I keep saying, this is the year the universe puts everything back in balance. Word to Thanos.
You know what's funny though, is throughout the whole TMZ article, it's the last sentence I've been laughing at this all day.
What did it say?
It's interesting. Tekashi was on The Breakfast Club just last week and admitted he only feared two things: God and the FBI.
Well, God and the FBI work together. Well, like you said earlier before we recorded, it's only a matter of time before the devil comes knocking and collecting.
Yeah, with interest.
The
devil will always come collect, and you best believe there is a check for your ass with some interest.
Seriously.
Shit. And I don't feel bad for this nigga at all. Now, all I'm going to say is, academics, you better stay inside and hope you make it to 2019. Dead ass.
I'm laughing, but I totally agree with you.
More serious than a joke. We got a month left. You better stay inside because Triple X is gone. Your boy's about to get... fucking Tekashi's about to get locked up for a very long time. And now I saw him on Everyday Struggle trying to fucking Jewels. He's trying to fucking talk his way out of it, trying to make all the excuses for him. And I'm going like, pretty soon, Devil's going to come collect for your ass too, because you kept associating yourself with the fuck shit.
I mean, the thing of it is, I could try to explain it, but academics is just such a wild card. There's no calling. Yeah, I don't know how to call it. Mm-hmm. Because these two instances should relay information to his brain. Okay, maybe I need to kick back. Yeah. But something tells me it's not going to happen. He's just going to associate with the other cats who are on the same path. And then he's going to find himself in a situation where, you had your chance to back out too when you did it.
So, that nigga is just like when Wayno on Everyday Struggle I watched. like Wayno said, I don't get how he's your boy and you still like associate yourself with him. It's like, well, let me teach you something about life. And Reno was like, teach me what? The way he said it was so much disgust and shit like that. And then, Academics was going like, well, I'm just as like I'm his friend, but I don't get into his business like that. And Reno was like, man, get the fuck out of here, bro.
I don't get into his business like that.
Dude's
Seriously.
pocket watching all the damn time. No, Academics is only in for himself. He's only trying to get himself pushed forward, and he only loves money. And if you have money and a fucking clout, he's gonna attach himself to you. And if shit doesn't go right, he's gonna detach himself, no matter at what circumstances.
It's not until you just said that just now as to who that motherfucker reminds me of.
Ah, shit.
He's the modern day Don King.
Yeah,
Damn.
that's some real shit. That's
He
exactly
is the
who
modern
he
day
is.
Don King. So he would sell his mother for $1.
Shit, bro. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah,
That
he
makes
would.
perfect
And the
sense.
way
I've been saying that everything is making sense, but no, that...
on everyday struggle, the way
Right there.
he's always pocket watching people, and he's always making. When he made excuses for Triple X when that tape came out,
Right.
And he was going like, well, we gotta. I don't really take it serious like that. The dude said I fucked her up, just flat out. Like,
What more do you need, my man?
telling you, man.
Serious.
Speaking of that, you see they're in the beginning stages of making a show about Triple X.
This is wild to me.
Are you
man.
serious?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
No, this is wild.
It popped up yesterday. The Complex reported on it, and they were basically saying they're looking for
course.
actors because they want to portray his, I don't know which portion of his life, but they want to make a TV series out of it.
like a mini series.
Yeah, and I was looking, I was like, nah, that ain't it.
They're really glorifying this dude
Wow.
after death, man. They're really glorifying him like he was like Pac or something. Like, no.
See, my whole thing, man, I mean, I get it. He passed away, God bless the dead and whatnot. But
He was a fuckboy.
come on, man. If he would have done anything good, I wouldn't have a problem with that or an issue. You know what I mean? Like,
He left
personally.
the earth as a fuckboy. That's how and he wanted to
damn.
change. Like, I shouldn't be a fuckboy no more. And the devil's like, your soul is mine. And yeah.
Hey, that's not far-fetched at all.
So yeah, and when it comes to Academics, man, I keep saying it on here. I was right about Triple X. I was, well, in more ways than one. I was right about Tekashi. I am going to be right about fucking Academics. So Academics, if you're listening, which you're probably not with your stupid ass, I am right until you prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, little fuckboy.
You need to go to church.
Like,
For real. Like,
no, he needs something to happen to him for him to go to
Shit.
church.
he needs to go to church.
No, something needs to happen to him for
I
him
wouldn't
to
even
go to
say
church.
because you could say that and it could be something that you were expecting to get him to church, but it could be something where it brings his family to church to remember him. He needs to get to church before that even takes place.
He's associating himself with these fuckboys, and it's
Like,
like a
yeah.
domino effect. It's like boom, 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 and it's like, and people keep telling you, and I can tell the look on his face. He does, and he looks afraid every time shit keeps popping off. He looks nervous, like something's gonna happen to him.
Like,
Like,
come on, you saw the video when Slim 400 pressed them.
and he was chilling behind the tree,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Shit.
and he can't talk his way out of it because he's always the type to always try to like make excuses. And I'm like, nah, bruh.
He's like, this tree top? I'm gonna hide behind this tree stump.
yeah.
What bothers me more is this dude's like 27. What bothers me more is this dude's like 27 in his late 20s, and he still thinks this way.
I mean, yeah, and that's the wild thing about that is I don't remember somebody who has that position in hip hop because as much as we don't like him or anything he's about, he has a position and he has a platform. I can't remember somebody that being so out of touch with the culture he's covering.
He doesn't care to. That's the
yeah.
thing. Like, there'll be albums he doesn't even listen to.
he's
Doesn't
so
even
out of
care
touch.
to. He doesn't care to. He doesn't care as long as he's getting money and he has some clout. He does not care.
And I don't want to say that he feels untouchable. I don't want to say it's that as much as
Yeah, he does. He
I
does.
don't know. There's a difference between feeling untouchable and feeling like, well, I'm not a part of that life, so they won't.
That's what
They
he
won't
thinks.
They won't catch me because there's a difference between the two. Untouchable is like I'm God. Nobody can stop me.
Right.
Feeling like you could dabble in between
That's academics.
Yeah.
He feels he can kind of be the middleman and be like, oh, I can step here, I can step in here and step out, but nobody can touch me because I'm the blog guy.
Yeah.
Nah, someone's gonna get him.
I was gonna say, but didn't he like make his fame not off of actual music itself, but the violence that was attached to the music?
That's how he got acclaimed.
Is he a DJ?
No.
That was actually something that's been going over my head
He
the
used
last
to
few
be.
days.
He used to be
just
He's
a blogger. Like, that's how he made his fame.
And he always hit his face too. I remember that. Before Everyday Struggle, I did not know what he looked like. He always hit his face, and now he shows his face, and now, yeah.
So he's not a DJ. He's more of a tastemaker then.
Yeah,
something like that.
Basically,
he's a clout chaser. That's what he is. That's why when I see some people like Drake and everyone trying to talk to him being a spokesperson, it's just like when Drake was using academics as his unofficial like spokesperson, I'm like, oh, so he's using you because he knows you're gonna just spread out this false narrative for your own gain. I'm like, man, you full of shit, man.
OVO-demics.
No, not just OVO-demics. He's only for himself. I don't spend time talking about this nigga, but y'all get my joint.
No, I was just saying that because he was trying to, that was going to be his nickname, OVO-demics.
OVO-demics. And now his niggas are dead, and when niggas are dead and in jail, so what's... Damn. His niggas are dead and in prison now. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, and he has to come up with excuses on why.
Life comes at you fast, man.
Serious.
You should look at it as a lesson, but he ain't going to look at it as a lesson.
Of course not.
Yeah. Anyway, it's week 10 in the NFL.
Some shit was going on, man. First and foremost, we got to say adios to the Peterman.
Yo, boy, that's your man.
Peterman is no longer in the NFL. I can't say that it's unfair because we've seen those games.
Shit.
But at the same time, I have a special place in my heart for the Peterman because he likely knew that he was trash. He likely knew he had no business being out there. But the inconceivable operation known as the Buffalo Bills, for some reason, kept putting his ass out there.
Sure did.
Hey, man.
So it is what it is. So they dropped him. Matt Barkley is, of course, he's in the mix. Seahawks went and shocked the Packers on Thursday Night Football. The reason why I bring that up is because I saw a nigga on the timeline the day before the game say, if Russell Wilson was really about that and he beats Aaron Rodgers out, I'll delete my whole future library.
And did he?
I don't know. But all I know is I remember just seeing that and I was like, nigga had to delete the whole future library for nothing. Like when you think about it, it was just over nothing. He didn't even have to make that bet with himself.
Everyone's always just so caught up in the whole future and Sierra shit. Like, dude, they've been broken up. Sierra's living her best happily ever after life, man.
She really is.
And I don't think Future really gives a damn. It's only the people in the media, man. They're fucking weird.
Stands, man, I tell you.
They're not even stands. They're just niggas that love the drama.
No, I'm talking about the Future Hive. Them niggas is...
Oh, yeah.
Them niggas is stands. Like, they wild.
Whatever.
Like,
I believe you.
Yeah, I'm just relaying that information.
I know. Just stupid motherfuckers.
Steelers came back, beat the Jaguars 20-16, but that wasn't the biggest story. The biggest story, of course, was Le'Veon Bell. Well, no, that wasn't.
No, just like how you said it. Them niggas won, but fuck them niggas.
Yeah, they came back from 16 down. I want to point that out.
Right.
So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, but that wasn't the biggest story. The biggest story, of course, was Le'Veon Bell because he didn't show up, which means he's done for the year.
They did not pay him. They did not pay him that money. That's crazy.
Well, he never signed the contract.
Yeah, he never signed the contract. Never showed up. So he found a loophole in the contract, which was if they try to franchise tag you for the second year and you don't show up, what happens is for that third year, if they try to do it again, they have to tender you as the average between the top 5 paid quarterbacks.
Whoa, shit!
Yeah.
So if the Steelers try to do that, they got to compensate them. And remember, Derek Carr is making $25 million. Cousins is making, what, $28 million?
I mean, Garoppolo's up there too.
Yeah, so you got to, if they're going to try to franchise them, because I heard that's what they were going to look into, they're going to have to compensate them more than they thought they were.
$25 million a year or for the next year.
$25 million.
Yeah. So of course he didn't show up. So his teammates, I thought they were serious at first, but I guess they were just doing a joke. They then went to his locker and they started grabbing his.
That shit was kind of funny, man.
Yeah, no, I thought it was corny when it was. I thought it was serious, but when they said they were just joking or whatever, I was like, okay,
yeah,
like, they were just joking.
Yeah,
okay.
Like they were laughing at it.
Okay.
But then you also had the Jaguars. They're going to be open to dealing defensive back Jalen Ramsey.
Oh, that's why
off season. Like they're open to it.
Hey, that'd be nice.
I'd take him.
Hey, him and fucking what's his name? Oh boy, Dreads.
Sherman.
There you go. Him and Sherman, cornerback in the second.
That'd be nice.
That would be nice.
And he's in the I mean, what's his second, third season? So he's approaching
fresh.
his prime. He's not anywhere close to being outdone.
Seriously. And then, hey, but you guys had, or I say you guys, I mean the Raiders, 3 first-round picks?
Shit, at this point,
Hand one over.
well, three this
how
year
I'm
and
just
2 the
talking
next
about this year. Yeah.
2 the next year.
I mean, even hand one
Shit,
from this year and one from next
might
year.
end up with 7 more. Might end up with 7 more
Gruden
before
about
the
to have
fucking
a whole
off
fucking-
season start next year.
Gruden about to have a whole college
though.
football team.
Yeah, he's about to have a whole damn Alabama Crimson Tide.
You
damn team.
feel me? Like, dude.
Shit. The fucking pipeline for fucking Nick Saban at that point.
Like, you just say, fuck this season. I'm first round.
Right.
You're gonna have the whole fucking round at the end of the draft. It's gonna be the whole Raider draft.
It's gonna be the whole Alabama starting defense.
Exactly.
NFL draft is gonna be it's gonna be called the Raider draft. I'm like, okay.
Exactly. Speaking of them niggas, I guess Gruden and Carr got into it on the sideline after a play, and I guess Gruden wouldn't let it go. So then tight end Lee Smith had to come in and actually grab him by the neck.
Like, chill, nigga.
And, yeah.
Hey. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
I read it and I was like, I'm not surprised. Nothing surprises me anymore. But then I was actually surprised later when I read the final score was 23-21 Raiders.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, man.
They won.
Keep that shit up.
Nice.
We could take the first pick. I'm cool with that.
Well,
Winning and the first pick.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, oh shit, they won. They can't even tank right because they lost the damn Battle of the Bay, and they're probably gonna lose this first round draft pick if they keep winning more games.
I think Gruden cool. I was saying right before the air, I really fully believe that he's gonna get rid of Carr at the end of the season, and he's gonna get Kaepernick.
The more these teams keep passing up on Cap, the more I'm like, that's a pipe dream that I would love to see, but
Man, nothing makes
that
sense.
is a
But
pipe
like Martin said, it doesn't make sense. But
It doesn't make
Gruden's
sense.
been
That does
doing.
not.
it doesn't make sense, and
Well,
everything that Gruden has been doing on the
doesn't.
surface doesn't make sense, but as the years progressed, his actions have been making sense. He wants his own team, and he wants to start off with his own team. Cap will be out the league for 2 years, and Cap is not the quarterback that Gruden...
See, logically, that would make sense.
No.
No, you're right. You're right. He's right.
And the thing of it is, you would say, well, that's logic. But what I'm saying is that Gruden has come into the league still coaching as if it's 2002.
Yeah.
And the quarterback that Kaepernick wasn't a 2002 quarterback.
Nope.
That's true.
So that's why I'm saying. And plus, now you add in the fact he's 2 years removed. So
They say he's still practicing.
Right.
He's still doing shit. And
that's all I'm saying.
Practicing and being in the game. Like, he
Yeah.
should have at least went to Canada or some shit.
seriously.
Like, just to stay in football shape. You know what I mean?
I think he probably has a feeling he's gonna get signed. I think something's telling him he's gonna get signed. I still feel he's gonna get signed.
I hope so. I hope he comes back to the NFL and he makes everybody.
Just don't go to the Bills.
Shit, at this
Hey,
point,
even if he goes to the Bills,
No, I don't
shows-
wanna
Hey,
see
hold
that.
up, but even if he shows out there,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
I would want to
Give
see
him a
him.
one-year
I would want to
contract.
see him go to
Shit.
the Bills just because the Bills are so pro-red.
Oh yeah, that's
It's one of those places, and
Yeah.
just the fact that now you put him in a situation where if he's winning, are they going to
for
put
him?
that damn flag ahead of the fact that your team is now contending?
Interesting.
Exactly. See, I like my levels of fuckery. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Like,
I feel it.
someone said they
I'm
want
with
some
you right
fuckery.
there.
Yeah.
I saw it on Twitter. It was like he said, part of me just wants Kaepernick to sign just to see the timeline just burn when he throws a pick six.
Oh my God.
I'm like, oh, so you just want the world to burn, huh? He was like, yes. I was like, hey, man, no matter what he does, when the first snap, God willing, if he ever plays again, it will be the highest rated snap, snap ever. Even if it's preseason
Oh, for sure.
or regular season, it will be all eyes on whatever team.
oh, yeah.
All eyes on number 7.
All eyes on
That's if they
7.
still give him number 7.
Right.
He might change it up.
That's his number, bro.
Yeah, true.
That's his number.
I still stand by it. The most sought after, most missed opportunity social media had with a sporting event was Malice at the Palace. Malice at the Palace occurred when NBA League Pass and Twitter were around. Oh my God.
It was on
Yeah.
ESPN when that shit happened.
It was on
was on
ESPN.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about the aftermath of everything. Because remember, it didn't just stop there. Artest got suspended for the rest of the season. Steve Jackson got 30 games. Like, it was, everything that takes place after.
Trickle effect,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see, but staying on football, the Texans beat the Redskins, but like you said, that wasn't the real story. Alex Smith, my quarterback, one of my favorite quarterbacks. Sarcasm. Yeah, he broke his fibula and tibula.
Tibia, and then his ankle.
Yeah, pretty much.
Man,
It
just
Fucked up his whole leg.
his whole leg,
He's
his whole
done.
ass leg is gone.
Yeah.
But he's done for the season, pretty much. But
the fortunate thing is it's not a career threatening.
but like,
injury.
Well, I don't know.
they say it's
I mean,
gonna be a long
no.
ass
Let me
rehab.
rephrase that. For his age and as a quarterback, him being mobile, that's going to take some adjustment. But what I mean is that an injury like that, you're probably not coming back. Period. Like you got to retire right there and there on the spot. So the fact that there's still a chance for him to come back.
Oh, okay. If
You know
you're
what I'm
looking at it
saying?
like that,
Yeah.
but I mean, just based on the fact that it was a Redskins quarterback.
Joe Theismann.
If you look at the scores, 23-21, it happened on the 33-yard line, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
It's and a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year hit him.
Mm-hmm. J.J. Watt.
This sounds eerily familiar.
What's his name?
Joe Theismann.
Joe Theismann.
Exactly.
He even went
was
on Twitter
a
and
Redskins
said,
quarterback, 23-21 loss.
he even went on Twitter and
33-yard
said,
line. 33 years to the day.
You know what that tells me?
What?
Somebody on the Redskins owed the devil a debt. And he came back to collect with some motherfucking interest.
Joe Theismann said
that
flat
shit's
out
crazy.
that the way his ankle rolled was the same way his ankle was, and it's like, wow. So that's
And
crazy.
That's the reason why I say maybe it is, maybe it's not, because that shit ended Joe Theismann.
Right?
You know what I mean? So
I don't think Alex Smith's going to be the
It's
same.
not far-fetched at all.
Alex
to
Smith may not ever be the
finish him
same,
off.
too.
I don't expect him to be the same. All I was stating was that when that happened to Theismann, he was done.
Oh,
there
yeah,
was no
yeah,
hope of
yeah.
trying to come back.
I mean,
Doctors
the way
have
his-
come out and they've said, no, this isn't life. He's going to take a while, but
Yeah.
this isn't career.
I mean, when
threatening.
you saw how he went down, it wasn't as bad as Joe Theismann's injury. Ugh.
Oh, not Joe.
He went down. He went down, and Lawrence Taylor turned around and was like,
Yeah,
"Yo,
he
what
was
the-
yelling from the sideline.
Help!
Shit.
you motherfuckers need to get over here. I'm not going down for this."
Fucked up.
Yeah.
Come on, hurry.
So that opens up the door because, of course, NFC East. Then you had the game with the Cowboys and the Falcons.
Oh, man.
Cowboys actually
That was a
winning
good
now.
game.
That was actually a good game.
was actually a really good
You know
game.
what? This past Sunday, I was actually watching bits and pieces of football. Like I was still driving, but every time I came back to Larissa to take a break,
Right.
I was just catching like 10 minutes or so.
I wasn't watching.
Yeah.
I didn't watch no football because the Niners had a bye week, so I just didn't care.
I caught the
felt
play.
the same way, but I kind of did what JC
Yeah, I kind
did.
of glimpsed, but I was like, eh.
I caught the play where Julio went from wide receiver to all pro safety.
My God.
And-
he did that shit twice,
Yeah,
bro.
and if all
Like-
else fails with their defensive backs, just stick his ass
Yeah.
back as the last
He can
resort.
literally play every position on
Right.
the field. I mean, you hear that a lot about players, especially in basketball, but in football, Julio Jones, I feel like he legit could play any position.
Oh yeah,
That's an athlete. That's a boy.
He's a boy.
There's a reason why he got that extra $8 million or $3 million this year. Mm-hmm. Whatever he got because he held out for like a week, and they're like, "Oh,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
all $3 million? Okay, here, take that."
Yeah.
Given that win, given that win, I guess the Cowboys are still in the playoff.
Yeah,
mix.
they are back in the playoff mix, and guess who they play on Thanksgiving?
Who?
Of course.
The Redskins.
The Redskins.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that might be a good. Oh wow.
Well, without
Yeah.
Alex Smith, so...
No, I'm
that
just saying the most, the
should be-
disrespectful part of it. Because
Oh,
Thanksgiving,
Cowboys and
Redskins.
Redskins. Yeah.
Of course. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, but that's a tradition.
I
Happens
get
every
it.
year.
Yep.
you
Do they
know?
always play the
It's
Redskins?
not always the
Just like they made them play on
but
Columbus Day.
Well, yeah, that too. Nah, but the Redskins traditionally play on Thanksgiving, as do the Cowboys, and I think the
That's like their
Dolphins
biggest
do,
game.
or-
It's always like
it's always some
Detroit
random
always
ass-
plays.
Detroit
and
against
Green
the
Bay.
Packers.
Green Bay,
That's
yeah.
who it is.
They always
yeah.
go against someone. They always go against the Packers in Detroit.
And then that third game is just random.
random ass game. Who plays on Thanksgiving? Who's the third game?
I don't know, to be honest with you.
That's a good question.
I don't think so.
Ain't no
I'll look it
basketball
up.
that day. So.
Yeah, because football has Thanksgiving, basketball always has Christmas.
Yeah.
That's always
And for
the
some
tradition.
reason, Vince thought he could impede on Christmas Day.
Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
Last
Oh,
year, that
shit.
was stupid. I never knew. No, they said the network made him do that. The network.
Either
made
way,
them
I was like,
do
hold
that.
up there, Chief.
Either way,
Well,
you
Christmas is on
stupid.
Tuesday this year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got SmackDown there. I've heard nothing that it's gonna be live. It's probably gonna be a clip show. Who knows?
Yeah.
But
Then you got the
shit.
Ravens beat the Bengals 24-21, which the significance in that was Lamar Jackson's first start.
good for him.
Flacco
He
was sitting
showed
on
out, man.
yeah. Flacco was
He
sitting on the
really
bench
showed out.
like, that's it. I'm done.
He got his ring.
Yeah, seriously.
Got his ring.
Got his ring, got his money, and shit. What more do you want, Flacco?
Flacco.
Get the fuck out of here, nigga. So, he looked damn good in his first start.
Yeah.
Saints at this point is looking like they taking everybody out.
They're just on that my time shit. They're on that Triple H, it's my time shit. Even though they already
Right.
got a ring, but they're like, we want another one.
The play to me, and I wouldn't even call it disrespectful. It just was a play that just summed up their season up to this point. Was they were too far away for the field goal on 4th down, but they were too close to punt it on the 4th down. So on 4th and 6, they said, fuck it, we're just going to throw it. And Drew Brees hits, who's the running back? I forgot his name. Kamara. He hits Kamara right between the numbers where Malcolm Jenkins is at, and he runs right into the end zone. And the next thing you know, Malcolm Jenkins goes and flips off Sean Payton and then throws his helmet on the sideline. And I was like, Ed Reed and Kaepernick was likely right about your ass.
Well, what happened?
Just putting on for show. Just
seriously.
No, he got mossed.
Oh, he got mossed and he flipped off Sean Payton
and then threw his helmet on the sideline. Yeah,
that's nice.
Like saying that was disrespectful. There was already cutting up the score, and I'm like, that's the point of the game, man.
That's the point. You need to
stop him.
Yeah.
Don't get mad that that couldn't happen. That's what the fucking Patriots were doing.
To stop him.
I'm not a fan of this whole. Oh, this should be a gentleman's wager.
Football.
Like, nah, man. If you don't want me to score, keep me from scoring.
Stop.
Right.
Otherwise, I'm gonna keep scoring on your ass.
That's what I remember when the Patriots when they got Moss and then they started running up the scores. You remember that year, the undefeated year?
Of course.
Yeah, they were running up the fucking score.
All I could do was watch
on everybody.
And then people were like, all what's his name? Belichick said was stop us.
Yeah.
Just stop us.
You got a problem? Do something about it. Because if not, we gonna do something about it.
And the Giants did something about it.
Yeah. Right. So Saints handled that. Of course, now they're looking like
it's pretty much they're papered in for Super Bowl.
I don't know, man.
I mean, like I said, it's between them and the Rams unless something miraculously takes place.
Yeah.
And I'll say the NFC Championship and AFC Championship is pretty much on paper. We might know what it could be, but who knows? But another team you got to watch out for is the Bears.
Yeah, they took over first place of NFC North. That's theirs now at this point until somebody else can prove it.
As soon as Khalil Mack showed up, man, they just became the shit.
Yeah, I was watching that, and I saw when he got the strip and recovered the ball, and I looked at Larissa, and I was like, They said they couldn't use him in Oakland.
Dude, I saw when he literally just pushed the dude down with one hand and then went for the sack.
Right over him.
Just pushed him down with one hand and kept running.
Starting left tackle. At that. You know what I mean? Like,
wasn't he an all-pro left tackle too?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, bro.
You know, the funny thing about it is that Khalil he's just a big kid at heart. He likes to smile. He likes to have fun. Don't get me wrong, he does his job.
Oh, I'm sure.
And that's why it's the most amazing, the funniest thing to see. He's one of the most, if not the most dominant figure on the field. And then when he comes off, he's ready to joke. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's just the epitome of a big kid trapped in a grown-ass man's body. Mm-hmm. So just to see him do that is just like
wild.
And every week this motherfucker was talking about, we need a pass rusher. I bet your ass do. You also need somebody to protect your neck. But you didn't get that either.
You need someone to fucking pass your fucking ball, too.
Yeah.
You need a whole team, bro. You had a team. But this is what you wanted, Raider Nation. I'll say it every fucking week, even when you win. This is what you wanted.
Yeah.
That's it.
Did you figure out who's playing
Nope.
Thanksgiving?
Oh, my fault. Yeah, actually, that's Saints and Falcons. That's the third game.
Oh.
Yeah, that's going to be a good-ass game.
Hopefully
I'm about to watch that game.
Yeah.
Better not be a blowout. All those games better not be no damn blowouts.
Well, we know the Cowboys is likely going to blow out the Redskins.
Were they, though? This is the we don't know how they're going to be.
Who's taking over now? That's Colt McCoy.
They just signed Mark Sanchez.
Yeah.
Couldn't get Kaepernick, but they got Mark Sanchez.
Hey, I don't understand that.
Mark Sanchez is always there on Thanksgiving. If you think about it, the legend started with the butt fumble, and every single team he ends up, they play on Thanksgiving. He's always ready for Thanksgiving.
Hey, get that Thanksgiving check, man. Okay,
and
get paid time and a half.
The second game is Detroit and Chicago, since we were talking about them.
That's going to be a good battle because the Lions are still in contention for that wild card spot, if I'm not mistaken.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Anyway, another random ass news. I woke up in the morning.
This was the biggest report.
Saw this shit.
And nothing to do with the game. It was just one of those things where everybody was just like,
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What kind of shit is that?
The report was that the Browns were interested in Condoleezza Rice as their head coach.
Senator Condoleezza Rice, that was part of the Bush administration.
And at first I was like, oh, they just trolled.
I thought that was fake from Adam Schefter. I looked and I saw the verified account.
That was Adam Schefter's account. Yeah.
Oh, this is real.
Yeah.
I got that from the ESPN Score Center app.
Yeah.
I was just like, bruh, what?
Yeah. Seriously. Like, and that has nothing to do with a woman in a position to be a head coach, because I feel like I feel like women are qualified in certain areas and they could do it.
Yeah.
This was just one of those things where it was like,
a former senator.
Yeah.
I told my uncle, because my uncle came to the house to work on something, and I told him that shit. He was like, "Get the fuck out of here." Made that sound too. Nah, but he was like, "No, you lying." No. Just
really.
What?
Yeah, man.
But yeah, they both denied it. But it's just
Thank God.
But Adam Schefter, he doesn't lie about shit.
Nah.
He don't bullshit. And the Browns aren't just stupid enough to do that shit. I mean,
come on, they're the Browns.
I mean, Condoleezza Rice, she did.
More.
I remember during when she was with Bush, she said she loves football and she did have an interest on like being a commissioner or owning a team at some point.
Well, she was a part of the.
See, that is more understandable though.
Yeah.
Well, that and then she was a part of the committee for the NCAA.
Yeah,
she was with Stanford.
Yeah.
So
well, not only that, but to pick the. I don't know if it was the BCS or now if it's with the college football playoff, but she was a part of that.
Oh, yeah, it's like she's part of the committee.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, so she loves the game, but she said, "I have no experience being a coach. The fuck."
Right, seriously.
Like, man, this is a woman.
I mean, has she even coached in the league or anything? You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, nothing.
That's a no.
And
exactly.
Yeah. So Adam doesn't bullshit. Browns are stupid to do that. So
they would be that team.
Yeah.
They would
to do that.
They would.
Of course they would. They're the Browns.
Yeah. Now, a story that brewed up that had Martine and I kind of just kicking back, just like
the Vincent Price laugh. Y'all deserve that one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just had both of us just kicking back, like, interesting. You don't say. Keep an eye on that. I wonder who's been saying something like that.
Me? You?
Possibly. I don't know.
Interesting.
I just been saying that as dominant as the Warriors may look this year.
Y'all kept saying Lakers 2020.
Yeah. Saying it's coming to an end. And we may have seen the root cause this past week when Draymond decided that he wanted to be Kobe. Because that was the funny thing about it. That was the funny thing about it. I said Draymond got so caught up telling Paul Pierce that he wasn't Kobe that this nigga forgot he wasn't Kobe either.
I don't know why he wanted to do. I saw that live when he did it. I was like, Pastor KD, what the fuck you doing?
Yeah, they were up against the Clippers, who, by the way, I thought the Clippers were gonna bow down this year. Clippers looking like we gonna have some good battles with them this year.
They're playing pretty good.
Man, you're a Lakers fan. Don't give him no respect.
They're playing pretty good.
No respect. Give him no respect.
Look, it's not about respect. It's about understanding who your opponent is.
At the same time, fuck them.
That's all fine and well, but you don't say fuck them. And
no, fuck them, but still watch them.
Nope.
That's what Kanye did with
because you know what happened.
You just brought up Kanye.
No, I meant
don't bring Kanye up in my sports.
Your argument is invalid.
No. That's what Kanye did when he watched Kim fuck Drake.
Nah, the reason why I say that is because you got to pay attention to those teams because your mindset going to watch that game is like, oh, we got this, and the next thing you know, motherfuckers is up by like 20 points. You're like, how the hell did this happen?
Yeah,
you overlooked your opponent.
Yeah.
You gotta give them due respect and let them know I see you.
But anyway, like you were saying, so Draymond decided to take the last shot and then led him into overtime.
Not only did he want to take the last shot, this motherfucker tried to dribble from coast to coast and then fucking fell.
And fell down.
He was like, oh shit, where do I go?
And then they went to overtime, which led them to lose, but that wasn't the real story. The real story is what you saw during the process of going to overtime, and you see KD and Draymond kind of getting separated. You see DeMarcus Cousins kind of talking to Draymond, telling him you need to chill out and hit him on the chest, and almost like they were separating them. And you were like, what the fuck is going on? Then, well, after the Warriors lost, then the reports from Woj
and Sham came out saying that Draymond called him a bitch. Called him a bitch.
You know,
told him that
I gotta say something,
bruh.
I gotta say something. You know, I've been calling this fool bitch ever since he signed with the Warriors. All of a sudden,
Jason, both of y'all have. I haven't.
However, the only thing I did not go as far as to say was that him being and making a bitch move was not going to distract me from the fact of this motherfucker's the top 2 player in the NBA.
Yeah, no,
like
definitely that, but he's still a bitch.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now,
see, keep that same energy at the Clippers.
That wasn't it.
They're still some bitches.
Okay, there you go. That's all I wanted to hear.
Look, first of all, I don't like Clippers, but they got this nigga who's like 7'3" and he doesn't jump when he dunks.
Just dunks.
That intimidates me. Like I pay attention to that.
So you want to be like Charlotte with a kendo stick and just hit that nigga with a kendo stick, huh?
No, I'm watching it like
right in the kneecap.
I'm telling you, he gets the ball and he stands on his tippy toes and he puts it in, and that's the dunk.
Damn.
Yeah,
So
that shit's crazy.
imagine when LeBron dunks over him. Literally, like, dunks over him, like, on some Space Jam shit.
Oh, I'll jump out the window.
Same.
I'll jump out the window. Like, straight up.
That image. What's JD? He just jumped 50 stories.
Shit.
Shit.
So how are we gonna do this podcast?
I don't care if it's 50 stories or motherfucking 2 feet jumping out the damn window. That's the last thing in sports I need to see. My life has been fulfilled. I don't need to see nothing else. Yeah, so he called him. So Draymond called him a bitch. But then the most important thing I took away, because that's disrespectful as is.
Of course.
What I took away from that was
you a bitch.
when he then told him, "You could leave in free agency. We won without you."
Which is true. But then at the same time, they didn't win those other 2 games without those other 2 rings without his ass.
No. Let's evaluate that.
No. Let's talk about that.
We got to talk about that.
We got time to have a dialogue.
Yes.
JC, Marty.
If I'm
Let me
not
tell y'all
mistaken, the lead person in recruiting Katie to get there was who?
Draymond Green.
Yeah. So now all of a sudden you feeling yourself where you was calling a Hall of Famer and saying he wasn't Kobe, but now you making bold ass statements as if you Kobe. And you're not. No. And the most I wanted to say I was shocked until I remembered the fucking fan base. Because there was actually debates going on where people were saying,
"Is KD a bitch?"
No, there were actual debates saying that was they were picking Draymond over KD.
Yeah,
Warrior fans were really doing that.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
Why?
KD
wasn't the one that
the quote unquote heart of the team.
He was the heart of the team. He made
but
the
heart doesn't
go.
have you win fucking championships.
No.
Ain't that right, Draymond?
Yeah. No.
Like, I mean, like I'm not a Warrior fan, but I know common sense, and I know the last 2 championships, Kevin Durant was the main factor of that whole shit, not Draymond. It's a team effort, but Kevin Durant was the one that made them shots over LeBron both times.
Yeah.
So, and he's the one that
Like
became MVP. Those 2 times. Stats, I mean, y'all won the championships, but look at the fucking stats of those games, bruh. Shut up.
And then the funny thing about
The Warrior
this was,
fans are like, no.
Yeah. So the funny thing about this was that the team then suspended Draymond for a game.
But there was another part of that argument that you forgot to mention because he talked about, yeah, you're just going to leave anyway.
Well, no, that's why I brought it up.
But that's what led to the suspension and that shit too.
Right, no. So there was that, but you're right. I did miss something, which was when Iguodala had KD, and KD was walking away, and a lot of people were reading his lips. And he was like, that's why I'm fucking gone anyways.
He didn't say that.
That's why I'm out of here.
He said something else.
I don't know. It kind of looked like he did say it though.
I know, but for y'all argument, let's just keep it all the way negative.
No, and I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that based off of my interpretation, because the coverage from well-respected former players and analysts, that's what they picked up on that clip too.
I know,
yeah.
But I don't think
it's not me trying to start some
I know
shit.
You're not. I know.
I'm just reporting.
But like I said, let's keep it all the way negative.
Yeah, so I mean, look, there's a reason why when they got DeMarcus, I was like, I'm not concerned with that. Because if they was going to win the title anyways, what the hell does that matter to me? They can't keep all of them.
Exactly.
We've now seen their bench. Their bench really is not anything close to what the bench has been.
Nope. It
and
hasn't
that's
been
really
like
been
that since they got KD.
Right, and it's really been exposed since Steph Curry's been out.
Yeah.
So that goes to show they're lacking horribly in depth. It's
getting spooky.
It's looking like it's some spooky hours for them right now.
It's still early though.
Like
no, it definitely is.
And again,
I'll give them that.
This is. I'm not saying that they're not lock-ins to win the title this year. What I'm saying is that they now are competing with the rest of the NBA, and they're also competing with themselves. That's a recipe for disaster.
It really
Trust
is.
2 Lakers fans who saw an organization just completely crumble because they started competing with themselves.
I remember those years.
Yeah,
I remember.
No, you remember. You wasn't a fan.
Oh yeah, that
Exactly.
sucked for y'all.
Yeah. This was before social media.
How were y'all feeling?
This is when newspapers were coming in every single day, and you was trying to read the paper to get up ahead on games.
Just like what the fuck?
Hell?
Yeah.
Kobe and Shaq are beefing? We're losing?
No. It wasn't that. We knew they was beefing. It was when Karl Malone and Gary Payton came into the mix.
Those years. That
year.
Yeah,
it was that year.
Damn.
Yeah.
Emphasis year.
That's all it took was 1 year.
I know y'all don't.
Everything was gone.
I'm not gonna bring that game up, but that series, the finals series, but Yeah.
It's whatever.
No, it's not.
I'm over it.
Nah, I mean,
it's done. We got 2 more.
So, yeah,
exactly.
But that year it happened. That had to suck.
It would have been tight to have a 4-peat.
Right.
I mean, whatever they call that.
Well, what, 4 and 5 or whatever? Yeah.
4th.
But in hindsight, looking at it, the fact that team even got to the fucking finals.
Yeah.
That was a miracle in itself.
It really
you gotta remember,
was.
Derek Fisher's shot alone was a fucking miracle.
Oh, the fucking the one
point
Spurs?
4.
Yeah.
The point 4.
That was
crazy.
the conference finals.
I remember that.
From the sideline.
Right.
Just chucked it.
Yeah.
And it went in and he ran away like he just fucked some dude's bitch.
Yeah.
Like, what's his name? Barnes' bitch. He ran like a thief in the night. That was hilarious.
Guess he was just getting ready for that.
Yeah.
But anyway, the one thing that really got interesting was when he was like, y'all just gonna leave anyway. And the team everyone just sided with KD and not Draymond. And I was like, well, damn. That's what the report said, allegedly. Now they all talked and kissed and made up and they've been losing games ever since.
I wouldn't say they kissed and made up. I would just say everything looks good on the surface.
On the surface, everything
I'll
looks
just
cool.
say that because the thing of it is, too, is I've also seen a report where DeMarcus Cousins actually is behind schedule. So now you got to mix. So again, all I'm saying is I don't pay attention to stats. I watch basketball.
Right.
You got a depleted bench. You now got 2 of your starters, one who people claim is the heart, and the other one who has been the difference in getting back-to-back titles. There's rift and there's static there. Then you're trying to implement somebody who's only going to be there for a year
Not even
into the last month and a half or so before the playoffs. I'm telling you, I'm not saying they're not going to win it. I'm just saying this whole, what you felt, Martine, when the signing happened, where you're like, oh my God, it's destruction. That's why I wasn't high up on it. I was like, let's just see how it plays out.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm still on that. I'm still saying it's early. And you best hope they don't fucking be like the Borg, the Borg, and just adapt. That they just go on a whole fucking killing spree.
Well, see, it's not only that, because even if they go on the killing spree, this story is now a seed that everybody's going to follow until the end of the year. Because unless KD, it doesn't matter. Because unless KD, until he signs on the dotted line, that's out in the air.
But if they win and stay, then what?
They can't keep all of them. Now they got to worry about Clay and Draymond.
I know.
Who
It'd be
leaves?
probably Draymond they're going to get rid of.
Or it's both.
Or they could just take.
Or it's Draymond and Clay, because they fiscally can't do it. They can't pay all of them, because if they pay all of them, you're gonna end up with rookies and guys who ain't got experience on the bench.
Well, it's gonna be quite interesting, isn't it?
I try telling people
is from this move, them suspending Draymond and whatnot,
they've made their stance clear.
They pretty much made up their mind. If they're picking anyone, it's KD.
He's the one that got them the fucking ring.
And but see, this is what I'm telling you is
that's kind of hard to say.
It was a team effort.
No. I'm beyond that. The reason why I say the seed has been planted, because if KD doesn't return, Draymond's already going to be feeling scorned. Like, you chose this motherfucker over me, and I've been here, and I'm the reason why he got here. So then he leaves. So then what? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Until motherfuckers sign on the dotted line.
Yeah.
Now this is what happens.
It will be a very interesting offseason.
Yeah.
Right before they get to their new arena, too.
Yep.
That's what happened to the Niners, too.
I said that from the jump, though. As soon as the new arena was announced, I told my boys at work, I was like, bruh, your team is not going in there, all 4 of them.
Someone's gonna get Thanos snapped.
At least 1. Maybe 2.
Yeah.
Well,
we know for sure Boogie ain't gonna be there.
Oh no, I didn't even know about.
No,
Boogie at the
of
time,
course,
you know
of course.
What I'm saying?
I know you were stating the 4.
Yeah,
but everybody wants to talk about the 5. He's not gonna. He's not.
Oh,
even,
Boogie's gone.
Yeah.
Steph is gonna. Steph is gonna stay there. Maybe fucking Iguodala. Steph is gonna be okay. Hopefully.
No, I think Steph will.
Well, he signed. He re-upped. He's already exactly. He's locked up on a contract.
He's already locked in. If I had to guess, I would say KD, and then the other 2 are gone.
Clay and fucking Draymond.
Yeah,
I would say it if there wasn't a lot of traction with KD's team. And now I'm not talking about the basketball team. I'm talking about his operational team.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying, like, if they were
of course
take their pick. You know what I'm saying?
But it's his decision.
Yeah, no,
that's
of course.
The thing.
Yeah.
And remember, last time when it came to OKC, the whole situation. Remember the situation with Stephen A. He got pissed off at him, and he's like, "You don't know what's going on in my family." And Stephen A's like, "You ended up leaving. I knew you because I had the sources in your family."
Right.
Again, until he signs on the paper.
Yeah. No, I know. I get you.
We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, other drama that's been going on.
Shit.
For the NBA.
Drama in KD's hometown, Washington, D.C. The Wizards are now open to trading John Wall and Bradley Beal, and they're in the midst of just a shit show themselves. Mm-hmm. So, a report came out from a source saying that, the team loves Scott Brooks. Like, we don't have an issue with him. The problem is that John Wall runs all over him, doesn't want to listen to him, so it's growing and wearing on the team. Now that's leading management to be like, look, if we can't get this done, we have to start over. There's no point in paying all these guys over $100 million, and this is the product that we're getting.
Right.
So then you had practice today where the players started going at each other, and I guess Scott Brooks was trying to calm down, and John Wall told him, fuck you. And walked away. Just walked away. And then apparently he came back later and apologized. But just the fact that your star player, franchise player, does that. Remember, franchise players set the tone for where the team goes.
It's funny how him and, what's his name, DeMarcus were teammates in college. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Makes you wonder. Birds of a
What
feather.
don't make me wonder about DeMarcus? DeMarcus just got passion and he ain't had a team around him.
John Wall's the same way. Granted, he has a better team, but he does have passion for the game. Like, you can see it. He actually does go out.
He's overweight.
What's up?
He's overweight and he went out partying the night before a game. I get what you're saying. He's a great player.
Yeah.
But I'm not looking at that like he's
not
passionate.
This year.
Yeah,
okay,
like
I got you.
Yeah, I'm not looking at that with passion.
Right.
And you out here collecting 169 million. Like that, nah, bro. You showed up overweight, and then you want to go party the night before? Nah, I'm not.
Hey, yayo, nigga.
Yeah. So while that's going on, then you got, of course, Band 12 for the new listeners. That's Dwight Howard.
And ever since he fucked up y'all Lakers, you really can't call him bitch ass nigga 12.
Yeah. His number's 21. He's still Band 12 to me. I don't give a damn. Even when he was number 8 with the Hawks, that's Band 12.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
So after they lost to the Nets on Friday night, he stayed in the arena to put up some post-game free throws. All that's in there at that point is the media and the arena employees. And next thing you know, he's putting up shots and Cats is yelling out, "Brick, you should make it, you asshole," and just a whole bunch of other shit. And I'm just looking at that like, that's what your ass get.
That's what he does get, man. He always says so. He's every team he's been on, he's like been a fucking cancer to
Fuck
him.
him.
So yeah, I mean, especially y'all niggas.
Fuck him.
He could have been y'all savior, but
nope. I never looked at him as a savior. I looked at him as a quality piece. If he was willing to get in line and learn how to make shit happen, then for sure. But he did it. He actually went into the office and actually had the audacity to say, "You should get rid of Kobe so I could take over."
Yeah.
At that point, I was like, "Nigga,
yeah, I remember reading
got too
that.
much dip on your chip."
Yeah, he got some more dip on your chip. Yeah, I remember
real.
seeing that shit. I'm like, you really thought you that nigga?
Yeah, nah.
No.
Fuck up out of here.
You think you Kobe? He's like, no, nigga. The fuck?
They don't love you out here.
You're gonna tell the
no.
franchise player, the guy who basically built Staples Center, that you need to get rid of him.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here, Dwight.
Yeah.
You ain't Shaq. Well, Shaq, they got rid of Shaq, so.
No, he ain't Shaq though.
He's not even that. Exactly.
He tried to be Superman, but he ain't Shaq.
It's sad when you play with him on 2K and shit. Ooh, touchdown. It's sad when you play with him on 2K and shit, and he's like the most dominant fucking center ever, but in real life, he's trash.
Yeah.
I mean, he has the physical attributes.
I know.
You
he got the physical attributes, but
really
I forgot to send you guys the shot he did, where he was up like 15 feet away from the paint. The nigga put up the shot, and it hit nothing but one side of the backboard and flew on the other side.
Stupid.
Yep. And I was like, yeah.
Your whole ass get.
Yeah. Good luck with that, because that ain't our problem anymore.
For real.
Jimmy Butler is just an asshole all the way around.
Hey, man.
He's just an asshole, period. So he was throwing more shade at the Timberwolves, basically saying his teammates, these group of guys, they want to win. They'll do what it takes. They got heart. But then...
You got heart.
Yeah, Kemba Walker, who put on a fucking career night when he put up 60. Was it 50 or 60, Martin?
I think it was 60.
Yeah, when he put up 60.
Yeah. He was just going off. I lost track.
Yeah. And I say this jokingly, like, you would want an opposing player to do this. He put up 60, but then on his final shot, Jimmy Butler then blocks the shit and then saves it inbounds. They call a timeout. He then dribbles up the court after he gets the ball, drains a three with fucking .3 or something left.
Asshole shit. I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that shit.
Yeah, and walked off and just ruined this nigga's 60-point night. Just,
Yup.
that's good. Hey. He's an asshole, but that's some gangster shit. I like shit like that.
I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean, it's to me, it's one less person and one less team out the West we got to deal with.
Yeah.
That's some shit in the East Coast y'all got to deal
y'all
with.
problem.
Yeah, that's East Coast problem.
Till we see you guys in the finals, baby, that's y'all problem.
As far as I'm concerned, it's been a while since, I don't know about you, Martine, it's been a while since I've heard the East is trash.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that in quite a few months.
As soon as LeBron left, now all of a sudden everything's balanced now.
Yeah.
No, I don't even know if
Not
it's balanced.
balanced.
Like, there's the Warriors, and then
Everybody.
The West
the
isn't starting.
powerhouses are in the East right now.
The West doesn't look good. I mean, it looks good on paper because it's the West, but if you actually have seen these teams play,
I mean, like, Toronto looks nice.
yeah.
All of a sudden, as soon as LeBron left, we can play now.
Yeah, no, seriously. Boston is Boston.
Yeah.
All right.
You know what I mean? Like, and then Philly, then you got Milwaukee with Giannis, whatever.
There's the Cavs.
Yeah. We'll see them on Wednesday when LeBron goes back home.
I know.
Oh, that's a
gonna
Wednesday
be fun.
game?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's going to be
Perfect timing, too. It's at 5 p.m.
Yo.
Get all the shit I need to watch the game, and then go back out and do what I need to do when traffic's dead. Oh, I love it. I love when the Lakers play East Coast games. It's beautiful.
Let's see. What else? Well, speaking of your boy LeBron had himself a nice old weekend.
Yeah.
Last
well,
Wednesday, he
bittersweet.
dropped.
Bittersweet.
Oh, wow. I thought y'all would be excited.
Well, no, points-wise, yeah.
No, Wednesday was great.
Y'all
Wednesday
been
was
on
the game
Wednesday,
of the Blazers.
Wednesday was cool.
Y'all been
Yeah.
winning.
Dropped
Every time I've been
44.
No,
watching.
Saturday.
Saturday was an ass whooping,
Yeah,
and he
we
wasn't
got-
trying.
Smack.
Oh, y'all got smacked?
Yeah, and he wasn't trying.
How bad?
Lost by double digits.
Yeah.
Okay.
And to say we lost by 14 that doesn't tell the tale of the story.
Uh-oh.
We were up by 8.
At one point.
We were up by 8, and the next thing you know, we were down by 9, and then they extended out the lead to as much as 20.
Yeah.
What?
That's
Damn.
because
Exactly. That's why I said bittersweet
Yeah.
weekend. Like,
That's what I'm saying. Like he put up 44 against Blazers, much appreciated. But then you had the game against the Magic where he could tell he was coasting,
yep.
and then it came yesterday where it was like, this is the double-edged sword, and I guess I gotta just
Deal with
put
it.
myself in the gut because I
Exactly.
can live with it. Because this nigga put up 51 gosh damn points, and he went and hit 6 3-pointers. And these wasn't just regular threes. Like
He was
this
making
nigga was
Steph
shooting them.
Curry
Yeah.
threes. He was making them
they were
Steph
Curry.
threes.
Right.
We
Yeah,
call
they were
that's what we
Curry
call
threes.
those threes now. Curry threes.
Those are Curry threes.
That's what we call them
I don't
now.
give a fuck. Like,
We call them
I'm
Curry
liable to say that
threes.
shit.
Yeah.
Those are Curry threes.
Exactly.
Damn, that's what we call them now. Curry threes.
Right.
But the way he was shooting them, I mean, he has like the Nowitzki shot. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That shit looks tight. Like,
Have you tried it on 2K yet?
Oh yeah.
Does it work? On your kid? Oh, you gotta get the shot down and shit.
Right. Now, what
Release.
honestly, what I could appreciate about Bron is that he's understanding that his athleticism isn't what it used to be.
yeah.
So he's now starting to get comfortable with these shots.
So he's
versus
doing
just
what
taking
Jordan
them.
did.
Yeah, where
Yeah.
he can make the athletic
Kobe
plays,
too.
but he's starting to now focus on his jumper.
Yeah.
And as
When he gets that down mastered, he will.
right, and as much as he is
God.
streaky when it comes to his free throws, the last 2 weeks he's been really.
It's been alright.
It's like he
because
keeps
he's consistently
dis-
better.
It's like every game he keeps discovering he has a new power. It's like, oh, I can do that now. Okay.
Right. Yeah. I mean, what? Before we go into Cleveland on Wednesday, team 7-3 the last 10 games. I'll take it.
Yeah.
9-7 right now.
You guys are like 2 away from the West from the Warriors now, some shit, right?
I don't even look at that
Yeah,
because
I
I
don't
just
care
look at
right now.
division right now. I don't really look at conferences until February. I just look at the division right now. Right now we're 3rd behind the Warriors and the Clippers.
Wow.
But we're there. I mean, 9-7. I'll take that.
Yeah.
If you told me we're gonna be there after 16 games and we lose Rondo because he's out for 3 to 5 weeks with a broken hand, I'll take it.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It is what it is. Then he had part 3 of Shut Up and Dribble, which that was
That's
the
on
final.
Showtime, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which was the final part of the series, and yeah, it's well done. That whole series is well done. And as soon as he wrapped that shit up, he's like, "But wait."
There's more.
So starting this week,
As
ESPN
usual.
Plus is now debuting the More Than an Athlete.
So you telling me in the span of a few months you had the shop, you had the student athlete, and then you had the what's it called? Shut Up and Dribble. Now it's More Than an Athlete.
And he had another show that was focused on youth football.
Yeah, I remember that when I was on Stars. He's
Yeah.
gonna do a horror movie. Did you hear he's trying to bring back Friday the 13th?
I heard.
Oh yeah.
That I'm like, okay.
And Space Jam.
But I mean,
like
it makes
that.
sense because
I-
that was his Halloween costume. Was Jason Voorhees?
Yeah, he did work. If
And
he does it
was-
right,
He was in that animated movie too, Smallfoot.
Yeah.
that's right.
He's been
If
taking
LeBron-
advantage
yeah.
of Hollywood.
See, if I'm
sure.
because I like horror. If he does Friday the 13th, he better hit up Blumhouse because you saw what they did for.
You like horror?
Like doing that shit. Do you like? Hey, you like?
This game is even.
Told you it's gonna be
They
a
both
defensive
got
ass
109.
game.
No, they got a. You said it was gonna be defense.
Bruh,
They're scoring.
look at that score.
They both got 191 yards apiece right now.
Going back and forth. 5 minutes left in the second.
Yeah, there's one no defensive game.
Anyway.
So that docuseries is coming out. That one's gonna focus on him, Maverick
Do you
Carter,
have
Rich
the
Paul,
ESPN
and
Plus?
Randy Mims. Yeah.
Do you watch it on your phone or you watch it on TV? Or your laptop or whatever?
I watch it on the laptop or my phone because I'm rarely around to watch it on TV.
I gotta download this. Do you watch the Kobe shit? His fucking.
He ain't done it in a while.
He only does it during the playoffs. But have you watched it? Like, did you ever watch it?
They haven't done it since.
No, but when you.
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's what I meant.
Yeah. Of course, it's fucking Kobe Bryant. Of course, I'm
Come
watching
on,
that.
man.
I'm sorry.
He's gonna,
Come on,
he's
man.
gonna get Peyton Manning to do football.
He's
He's
what?
already doing it.
Oh, he's already been
he's
doing
getting
it.
what?
Been doing it.
Peyton
Yeah.
Manning's doing the football
The
version.
football detail.
Oh,
Yeah.
by the time he did that.
But it's all under Kobe because that's Kobe's product. So
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm surprised they didn't get Romo to do that because Romo be telling everyone's fucking plays and
Romo ain't got no
Hey,
ring.
man.
that too.
You gotta be
too.
be a champion to
well.
break down the detail.
That's
For
true.
sure.
That's true.
Yeah.
Got me there, but still, Romo be fucking snitching everyone's fucking playbooks.
He really does.
Good
Yeah.
coach, man.
I don't think he has patience for it.
Should be the Cowboys coach,
I'm
but
just saying.
you know,
Watch that happen.
Jason Garrett might secure himself into an extension if they go to the playoffs this year.
That's what,
Fuck that. All they gotta do is win on Thursday, bro.
Yeah, that's true too.
man, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
They shouldn't make the playoffs. They cannot keep Jason Garrett. Garrett got to go, and I'm not even a Cowboy fan saying that.
No, I know. Me neither, obviously.
It's just like, yeah, obviously we're both Niner fans, but it's just like, come on, bro. Like, you every year they should be like the Patriots of the NFC, but no.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's continue with Black Excellence. Ice Cube and LL Cool J are gonna partner to try to get Fox Sports channels. 22 of them, motherfuckers.
22 of them.
Wow.
So remember when Disney acquired 21st Century Fox?
Yeah, they didn't get Fox. They didn't get Fox Sports.
No. That was under it. But
Oh,
what
yeah.
happened was then lawmakers, were saying, wait a minute, this is a fucking monopoly. You guys can't have ESPN and then their leading fucking competitor. We're not, like, nah.
Mickey Mouse like, give me the money, nigga.
Yeah, there was like, you need to make a fucking decision which one you want. Of course, Disney's like, we're not getting rid of ESPN. We just
Right.
secured a whole bunch of more deals.
Seriously.
They're like, all right, so we'll take the sports channels up. So these two hip hop legends then have partnered up with some billionaires. And yeah, they're going to try to acquire these channels, which, if you remember, Ice Cube has the big three. You put Ice Cube with bruh.
Snoop Dogg has his PB
that's
football
a
league and
genius
shit.
ass
Yeah,
move.
exactly. And so, for those who are interested in putting in a bid, the bidding is expected to start at $15 to $25 billion.
Yeah, I ain't
So
got
for
that
all
kind
our
of money.
listeners, if you got that,
Let us know.
let us know.
And let's
Who would've thought
let
Ice
Snoop
Cube
and Ice Cube
LL?
know.
You know what I mean?
Ice Cube
LL.
and
Oh,
LL,
jeez,
man.
bro.
Yeah,
Hey,
That's
man.
so dope.
yeah.
Oh, speaking of like Disney, I guess last week was like the 90th birthday of Mickey Mouse.
Oh,
like the
yeah.
actual,
Really?
yeah, the actual like when Disney premiered him and shit like that.
Yeah, when
Oh,
he
wow.
first debuted Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, he's 90 years old.
He's been out for 90 years, and rappers still can't distinguish that he's not a rat.
He's a mouse.
I know, rappers always say that, and they're like, I'm not a rat like Mickey. And I'm like, nigga, he's not a fucking rat.
Who said that?
Go back, I'm not even going to explain it. Just go
Oh.
back and look at the lyrics. You can actually Google it. Rappers, Mickey, rat. And there's actually articles saying how they did not
Rappers,
yeah.
Mickey, Rat. That should be the title of this. Rappers, Mickey, Rat.
No, not rap.
Rat.
Rat. Rappers, Mickey, Rat with a picture of academics.
Damn.
He gonna start snitching.
They look like Mickey Mouse.
And he looks like
Hey.
he looks like a mouse.
He definitely looks
and
like
he
a
looks like a rat.
Or Jerry.
Hey man. Hey, Tom and Jerry, academics.
Shout out to
Anyway,
Eric Badu.
yeah. So before we recorded, Snoop Dogg got honored in L.A. He got his.
Major round of applause right
He got the
there.
Hollywood Walk of Fame, man.
Yeah.
Good for him. Good for him.
Yeah.
That's long
He
overdue.
was stunting on Instagram.
Quincy
too,
Jones
man.
was
That
there.
deserves a... That as
Quincy
well.
Jones was there. Dre was there to help him. Man, he deserves that.
Yeah.
And also over this past weekend, fucking Travis Scott had Astro World Festival in Houston, and he had like a whole plethora of artists from Lil Wayne to fucking what the hell other what's his name? Shock West?
Sheck West.
Sheck
Sheck West.
Yeah.
And just a whole bunch of people there, and he just had he had like a DJ Screw, like all his mixtapes, even volumes that people don't even know about. It was like literally like he had the Astroworld sign from Six Flags. It was literally like a dream come true for him. So shout out to him.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And then Houston went and honored him. So now November 18th is now Astroworld Day. So that deserves its own round.
Travis Scott's a superstar now.
Hey, was that a one-time thing or is that like an annual thing?
I guess now
the Astroworld Festival.
Now it's going to be an annual thing because November 18th is Astroworld Day. Man.
Yeah, I think that's.
If it is, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I think the Astroworld Festival is going to be like his own. I guess that's going to be his OVO fest.
That's what's
makes sense.
If you would have told me that from the time I listened to Upper Echelon to now, I would have never guessed it. Him and Ray Strummer and possibly Rick Ross are the three artists that come to mind where I'm like, wow, I'm glad I was wrong.
Same with me, Future. That's Rick how Ross I feel about.
Sure, man.
Yeah, Rick Ross and Future for me.
That shit coming.
Rick Ross and Future for me. They're the ones that I'm low key shocked Future's still here, to be honest. Not like music
Future,
wise.
I'm not shocked because of Future's
background
because he's Dungeon Family.
Yeah, but I didn't know that coming from a casual fan like myself. I just thought he was just going to be Tony Montana because, Drake did a feature with him.
Right.
And I thought he was just going to, probably do some mixtapes here and there and just disappear. He's been here. After DS2, that made me a believer.
It wasn't until you dig into his background and realize, oh, shit, he is actually a writer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Longevity.
Yeah. But Travis Scott, man, he's nigga's a superstar now.
He's doing it, man.
This year was his coming out year, pause. But this is like dead ass, like his best year ever.
For sure.
Best. This is like
easily.
His peak, this is like the peak of his career now. Astroworld's like literally the peak of his career. His best album to date, period.
He made me like a song with Drake on it.
Wow.
Exactly.
Sickle World. Sickle World still, I guess, arguably. Well, we'll get to that. But, yeah, there was some hip-hop anniversaries this past week, too, around my birthday. First, on the 9th, it was Wu-Tang, Enter the 36 Chambers.
Yeah, we missed this one last week, so I want to make sure that we're talking about this week. Because initially, obviously, growing up, we were on the West Coast, so I wasn't really
25 years old.
Like that. But in going back and just sitting with this album over and over and over the years, this was a motherfucking trend-setting album that changed everything. Mm-hmm. Especially because I don't know if you've seen season 2 of Hip Hop Evolution on Netflix.
I haven't watched it.
I watched it, and the last episode was focusing on how the producers had issues with sampling because that's when the copyright laws started coming into effect, so they had to find new production ways. And when you had Pete Rock, Q-Tip, Large Professor all focusing on the boom bap, what we know as traditional boom bap.
Right.
Then you had RZA from this seemingly lost borough with this choppy ass, offbeat ass samples and just shit that should have never sounded good. Mm-hmm. And he came out, and the next thing you know, that was the fucking wave that everybody started running with.
Yep.
And then you just go with the fact it's a fucking group with 9 rappers. And their first song that hit the fucking radio was, if I'm not mistaken, it was Protect Your Neck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's just 9 niggas just rapping. There was no hook.
No hook, no nothing. Just go.
And everybody at the time was like, this shit's not going to work. But then the evolution of it, that was the one that kicks off. Of course, we don't even have to speak on Cream.
Oh, no, of course not.
Then you got Shame on the Nigga. Yo, Shame on the Nigga was when I became a Method Man fan.
I was
when that nigga jumped on.
Method Man was when I became a Method Man fan.
No. When he jumped on this
HOD.
When he jumped on this record, yo RZA, yo Razor, pass me the Razor, and he was just how he flowed on that. I was like, yo.
Yeah. Nah, I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you.
That's
bro.
That nigga.
You going through the tracks?
No. I was just highlighting a few, but it was just that impact then led to them not even signing all of the individual artists under one label. Because if you remember, they did the album, and the next thing you know, they all went to different labels, and they pretty much had their own monopoly over the industry for a little while.
There was a clip.
Yeah, because then they weren't locked into, because of course, this is back in the days where you had release dates. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They weren't locked into, okay, we're only dropping 2 Wu members this year. It was like, nah, we dropping consecutive every fucking 6 months.
Yeah, seriously though.
And when one drops on Def Jam, the other one drops on Loud. When the other one drops on Loud, they gonna drop over here.
Damn.
Up until the point they went into, they did to, what was it, the second album when they went to Wu-Tang Forever.
Yep. Yeah, that's when I heard Trying for the first time. Yeah. That's the first time I got introduced to them.
Now, overall, for me in hip hop, this is the top 50 release all time in hip hop.
Easily.
Classic.
Easily.
Yeah, 25 years. Damn, time flies.
And then I didn't even know ODB's son is now going by Young Dirty Bastard.
You never knew that? Yeah, I didn't know that shit. I knew that for a minute. Yeah, Young Dirty Bastard. He calls himself now.
Yeah, no, I didn't know that. So that was cool to read up and read about. And I guess they did the documentary.
Yeah, for
the
Complex.
I think but it was for this album, not the one,
I know.
not the series that they're planning on doing with Hulu. But they just did this
with a documentary about the creation of the album and the impact. And
that was incredible.
Also, the day after my birthday, November 14th, was the 15th anniversary of Hove's Pump Fake retirement album, The Black Album.
Black Album.
Man. Round of applause? Oh.
15 years. Why the fuck?
No, I'm just talking
about. We ain't give a round of applause for Wu-Tang either. I'm gonna give a double round of applause.
No, I thought it was like for the Pump Fake retirement. Like it was like I just remember that whole time period. Nah. I just remember the original concept for the Black Album. I remember the teaser trailer, the teaser poster that came out when it was supposed to be 13 tracks. It was 13 tracks with 13 producers. I think it's 12 or 13. Let me go check. It was just showed a studio and it was only 13 tracks with 13 producers, and I remember it said Dr. Dre. It was Dr. Dre,
DJ Premier, Ski,
Swizz Beats, and what's it called? The Trackmasters. Trackmasters are on there. Neptunes. It was just like a whole list of like a who's who.
Rubin,
right?
Yeah,
Swiss.
Yeah, what's it called? They're all untitled. It was like I remember it said untitled, and it said 12. It was 12 songs, 12 producers. And I remember like even on the S. Carter mixtape, like the last track, Hov was saying like, "Yeah, this is gonna be like a prequel to Reasonable Doubt. You know, I'm writing my raps again, and blah 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 blah. It's gonna be like a hope everything was gonna become full circle." And I remember people were speculating that the album, because since it's called the Black Album, the concept of a Black Album, there's no promo,
right?
There's no video. It's just gonna pop up at the fucking stores, kind of like what Metallica did,
right?
You know, but around that time period, that's kind of literally impossible to do a certain album like that, especially if you knew he was doing it, and you can't keep. And Def Jam was for sure not gonna keep that shit on the raps like that. So you know, they did the regular album rollout, and Change Clothes came out, and you know, that whole album to me was 2 songs away from perfection. Change Clothes and Justify My Thug. Those two songs stick out like, because Change Clothes, that didn't age well to me. Even Hov doesn't even perform that song, but everyone all of a sudden is like, oh, I love that damn song. No, you don't. Stop lying.
I love Change Clothes.
I like that song.
Yeah.
That shit didn't age well to me.
Like, it's playing in my head right now.
Yeah. It's playing in my head as it's going, as that and Frontin' is also playing in my head. Like, those are 2 good-ass complimentary tracks to each other.
Well, to me...
Like, I could tell they did that in the same session.
Yeah.
Well, to me, with Change Clothes, if you would have this album would have been perfection if you would have took Change Clothes out and Justify My Thug and replaced Justify My Thug with Ignorant Shit, because Ignorant Shit leaked after the Black Album came out, because I guess he did that during the Black Album sessions but never finished it. You put that shit instead of Justify My Thug.
Was it the final version, or...
It was if he would have finished it, because it was just he was just working on it, and he just left it in the fucking what's it called,
the vault,
in the vault. But it was during the Black Album session.
No, I know that. Yeah. What I was saying was it all the verses, or it was just halfway done?
It was done pretty much. It was like, like 2 or 3 verses and shit. It was done. He just probably needed to like master it and probably put some other shit on there, but it was done. And if he would have put that on there, it would have been perfection to me. And yeah, Hov. I remember I read the Vibe magazine article, like he wrote for Vibe talking about why he was gonna retire, and he pretty much said like, you ain't gonna get a whole full Jay-Z album from me. I'm bored with rap, you know, blah 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 blah. I'm gonna do business.
Yeah.
Okay, Hov.
Right.
But a lot of the shit he was saying, especially about Dame and Cameron, he was just saying how he's cool with Dame and he has no problem with Cameron, and I was like, okay. Man, hindsight. And then I watched Fade to Black the other day too, and I'm like, damn, that was a dope ass fucking documentary / video. I mean, concert. And it's supposed to be
Rockefeller had great concert documentaries.
Oh yeah, it was a Backstage.
It was that one in Rock the Mic, right?
No, Backstage.
Backstage.
Oh, Backstage, yeah. But that was about the Rock the Mic tour.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep, I remember that shit because Hov was the only person they didn't really talk to. They talked to everyone there, from Benny Siegel to Dame to Method to all them other people, but Hov was on camera, but he wasn't really talking and doing all the crazy shit.
Yeah, no, they were really ahead of their time in terms of covering the behind the scenes on tour.
Yeah.
Like, you put social media out at that time when Rockefeller was dropping, they changed the game easy that way.
Yeah.
And I mean, you think about it, DJ Clue had albums that were mixtapes for all intents and purposes, but they were dropped as albums.
Professional mixtapes.
Right.
They would have done
Pun intended, I guess. You know, the professional.
They did have a roster over that Rockefeller with Hove, Memphis Bleak, Benny Siegel. Who else was on there? Emil, Kanye, and
the Dips.
The Dips.
Dipset.
Oh, Dipset. Yeah, I was about to say.
Remember, because at that point they were branching off and grabbing whole other. They're grabbing whole other acts. Yeah. It wasn't just the artists. Like, they were grabbing full ass labels. Like when Beanie Siegel came State Property.
Yeah.
With Cameron came the Diplomats.
Right. Good music became
like, and then with Kanye, there was the rumor that they were gonna bring Twista.
Yep, he was good music affiliate.
Yeah,
remember MLP was on Rockefeller for a good minute. Yeah,
that's when all the shit was. That's when
everything started deteriorating.
Right.
Yeah.
Whenever MOP shows up, man, that label is just doomed.
Rockefeller, then they were on G-Unit.
Yeah. But I remember the You Don't Know remix. That shit was fire. I remember that one on Blueprint too. We talk about Black Album. What's your favorite track from Black Album?
I gotta go off of one, man.
Man, it's
that's
hard
not called PSA.
Damn you!
I wasn't gonna use that. Nah.
I mean, Turn Off Your Shoulders, though.
To me, it's Threat. I love Threat.
Because I'm into instrumentals and whatnot. Dirt Off Your Shoulders is like...
Yeah, Timbaland gave him...
Yeah, man.
I like Threat a lot.
Beats.
I would go
with Encore.
That should have been...
I felt like Encore should have been the last record.
But I know why he made it. I know why he made it the third track. Because the first track or the first song was What More Can I Say, right?
Right.
Because he did December 4th, and there was What More Can I Say. Yeah. He said, like, I'm fucking done. Fuck this. And then, what more can I say? I'm done. And then Encore, he comes back out.
But see, I felt like he could have ended the album with What More Can I Say and Encore, and that would have been
my first song was the perfect ending to me. That was the last song, my first song. That was like the perfect ending. Because Encore, I understand in the album sense why he put Encore at number 3. Because he said, I'm done after December 4th. And then the interlude, December 4th. And what more can I say? Especially when he said, let's see what happens when I no longer exist. Fuck this. Like, what more can I say now? And then the crowd cheers him to come back out. And it's, okay, you want an encore? I'm going to do this one last time. I'm going to give you all what y'all want one last time.
Right, but for me, storytelling-wise... What more can I say? No, but listen, this is from my perspective. Storytelling wise, what more can I say? Encore, that's him. If you drop those third and second to last, those are for the people. I'm done. And then my first song is him in his own realm by himself, reflecting on that first song, and then it's over.
Then it's over. I get it. Like, you know
what I'm saying? You kind of tell a story, and that was kind of tell a story in that. In itself with those 3 tracks.
Yeah.
Where it was, you're in such high demand, okay, fine, fuck it, here's one more, and then you're in solitude at that point for my first song, and then that's how it ends, because if you think about it, when you die, you're by yourself.
Yeah.
Only you go. You're the only one that goes on that trip.
Yeah.
Unless it's, unfortunate situation where you're with somebody else, but more likely than other, you're the last one on that trip. That was my first song.
Yeah, my pain and my... I remember the little rant. He's like, I'm going to go and play golf, man. Go with no mosquitoes or nothing. It's your boy.
Yeah.
And then a few years later, Kingdom Come happened.
Kingdom Come.
Yeah. Hey, he got forced to do that.
I'm just glad American Gangster.
It shows.
That was a makeup album. And then Blueprint 3 happened, and people were on that.
Cool.
Blueprint 3 was decent.
It was cool. Yeah.
And then it was Watch the Throne, classic. And then after that, it was Magna Carta. I like it. JC thinks it's one big-ass promotional thing.
Yeah, it's one ad album.
And then 4 years later, 444.
Boom.
Mm-hmm. Boom. And he should end it right there. He really should, but he got that deal with Live Nation.
I don't think he should end it there because we're now in the era where we don't clown rappers past 35 for continuing to rap.
But, I know that. But my point is, same with M. What more do they have to say?
Well, he's going to get into fatherhood now. And yeah, you can say, well, Blue's been there. Yeah, that's true. But now he's got 2 additional children. One of them is a son. So how he parents Blue and what's the twin girl's
Sir.
name?
The Sir and something else. Sir is his son's name. I don't know what the other one is.
Yeah, how he parents those two as a father is likely going to be a little bit different than how he parents his son as a father.
We'll see.
You know what I'm saying? So that you can play it. There's a lot of stuff you could play on with that.
Yeah.
Especially in going back and retelling stories about him not having his father around until the last days of his life.
Is he turning 47 this year or 48? He's turning somewhere in the late 40s.
He's born in 69?
Yeah, it's December 4th, his birthday.
So it'll be 49, I think.
Shit. And he's still rapping at a high caliber. That's crazy.
Yeah, because Beyonce turned 37. They're 12 years apart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, damn. And
honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he drops an album where it's like the theme is bridging the gap between his father and his son.
He did that with 444, kind of.
No, 444 was
bro.
Yeah, 444 was an apology album. I'm talking about the theme, bridging the gap between his lack of not having a father versus him being a father to another person. I wouldn't be surprised if that was a theme.
Yeah, he touched on it.
Project.
He touched on it on Adness. He touched on that kind of.
Right, touching on it, but making it a theme is two different. That's like the whole. You made it a hot line. I made it a hot song to me. Like,
well, hope if you're listening, there's your concept for your album if you ever decide to do it.
Yeah,
if you decide. I mean, like I said, he's toured. Like he has that deal with Live Nation for the next 10 years, so he has to come up with something. Maybe another collaboration album. Maybe with Drake. Anyway, so some albums came out. Some albums came out.
Pissed off Martine.
Well, if you want drug dealing fucking Hove, he should just do it with like a collab EP with Pusha T.
I don't need drug dealing Hove.
Nah, he's past that.
Yeah, he's...
No, but if you want vintage Hove, that's vintage Hove. Vintage Hove Rick Ross and Pusha T and Young Jeezy, they bring vintage Hove out they do. But for a whole album, yeah. Anyway, like I said, some albums came out. Me and JC were waiting for this, and Martine. But Anderson.Paak, Oxnard.
Yeah.
Oxnard. Isn't it
Oxnard.
Oxnard.
Yeah.
So y'all want to go around in a circle? Or you want to start out? Nah, because this album, to me, was alright. It was cool. It was great sounding. But after Malibu, even No Worries sounded dope. This one was just, I guess, a quote-unquote, how y'all kids call a vibe. It was
possibly. I mean,
possibly. Yeah, I know. See, I'm 31 now. Like I'm up there now. I don't know what you kids be saying now, but it was a vibe. It had tracks on there. Like I liked fucking like Tense.
Of course,
it's fire.
That's a given.
It's a given. You know, I liked what's it called, Head Low, which is kind of was all right. The one with Matza, what's it called? Mansa Musa with Dre. That was decent. Brothers Keeper with fucking Pusher. When I heard that, I was like, come on, Malice. Just one verse. Like, I was here listening, I was like, you could have had one verse. It could have been a spiritual verse. Just one verse.
I mean, on an Anderson.Paak album, that would probably fit in,
It would have fit in, too. It was just like, come on.
Oh, man, can you imagine that? Anderson.Paak,
got the
Oxnard featuring the Clips.
Oh, my God.
And, you know. But I'm not done.
I mean, you probably cut into my, but I want to talk about too. So,
what are you gonna say?
No, what I'm saying is you're going through the whole damn tracks, and I'm like,
no, I'm not going. I was picking.
No,
tracks.
I'm sorry, you're probably picking the tracks I wanted to talk about too.
So see, that's what good mind thinks alike. But
my take on it was it started off cool. It wasn't like the upbeat track I was expecting, but the opening track, The Chase, was cool. It just seemed like by the time it got to Who Are You, it just felt like I was like, okay, when does this start?
Yes! High five!
Like, that was my thing where it was like, and I'm not saying anything bad about Anderson.Paak because as far as the content goes, the content was a 10 out of 10 for me.
Yeah.
He was talking his shit, both him growing up, politically, socially aware, like, all that was there. It was just... And as great as the music was, it wasn't matching. It just kind of felt like it was just in neutral.
Yeah, very.
You're just
neutral.
waiting for it to get into drive.
It was waiting for it to for that one song to really just really.
Because honestly, besides Tense,
that's it.
No. Besides Tense, by the time I felt like it picked up was when it got to the second half of Smile Petty. When it got to Petty, that's when I felt like it picked up. Where it was like, okay, finally we're here. Because from that point on, as it ended, those final tracks, it was great. I mean, again, you got Push, who arguably that's one of the best verses I've heard this year. Mm-hmm. Snoop's contribution on Anywhere, and then of course the sample, how they used the sample was awesome.
Don't forget about J. Cole's feature because he's just.
Then you get into Trippy, But to me, the stealing song in the feature was Cheers with Q-Tip. I mean, he's out here talking about, damn, how can I tell Mac Miller to slow down when I'm living just as fast as him? Like, that summed up a multitude of stuff. Then you have Q-Tip coming on and saying, I'm tired of giving my brother's mom's flowers. Basically saying, I'm tired of my condolences. I'm tired of it. So you get those tracks. And then I didn't even know that the next 2 tracks were bonus tracks. I thought they were part of the album.
Yeah.
Because Sweet Chick was great with BJ the Chicago Kid, and we need another BJ the Chicago Kid project. Like, it's long overdue. But then you get to Left to Right, and then I'm listening, and I'm like, first of all, why is this the closing track? Second of all, is that Busta? And then it just ended, and I was like, okay, maybe I was off with just this list. Maybe I was just doing too much.
I felt the same shit.
And then I went played it back the second time, and again, I kept getting stuck with it. I was like, wait, it's not starting. Yeah. It's not starting. And then it got to the third time, I was like, you know what? Because at that point,
yourself to like it.
At that point, it wasn't even about forcing. At that point, I didn't want to look at anybody's opinions with the write-ups. I stayed from DJ Booth. Shout out to Yo. I stayed the fuck away from Yo. Because Yo and I we're kind of on point most of the time. So I was like, fuck this nigga. I'm not paying attention to you right now. Fuck this nigga. Because you gonna fuck up my shit. Yeah. For the hour, fuck you, Yo. But after that, we cool, G. Like, you got all my support. But then when I went back after the third listen and I read the one listen review, I was like,
yep.
We felt the same way. Like, it took me so long.
You know how I knew? You know how I knew that you weren't really feeling the album like that? Because every album that you listen to, you hit us the girl. This is fucking amazing. You let us know how dope the album is, and it was quiet.
Well, I had an answer for that. Number one, I actually went out and drove for 3 hours.
But still,
so, but it's dark. The California smoke.
I'm talking about Friday.
No. This was Thursday night.
Oh no, I'm talking about. Yeah, I get you.
Right. But this is like, because remember, I got it from the East Streets first. Because I was like, if it passed the East Streets test, I'm going to buy it. Like,
it leaked early, yeah.
So I was busy with that. And then also, I'm practicing something new where I'm like, I be giving too much of my information on social media, and motherfuckers don't got an incentive to press play. Right. Like, nah, you got to press play for these thoughts. So I was practicing that. So it wasn't necessarily the fact that I wasn't feeling it. It was just I was preoccupied and I was putting that into practice.
But usually that's what you do.
Yes, I'm like,
but if you don't hit up Twitter, you hit us up. Right. Let us know. And when you didn't do that, I knew something was up, and I was like, I'm starting to feel that way. But I was like, JC's a big Anderson fan. And then when you hit me up saying, yeah, it's mid. I'm like, yes, it is mid. Yes.
And when I say it's mid, like, it's likely still going to be in my top 50, possibly top 25.
Not 10. Not top 10.
But I was expecting an album that was going to try to... That was going to fuck up my... I was going to fuck up my top 5.
At least. Maybe.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was excited. Everything was getting put to the side because I was like, all right, Anderson.Paak's dropping. He's dropping. And I don't... Martina and I were talking about this on the way over. I hate comparing albums that the artists have done in the past because... You got to respect the fact that they're not there mentally anymore. They've experienced life since the last project. They're not going to talk about the same stuff.
But at the same time, they got to...
But what I was speaking on, what I was telling them and comparing it was that how is Malibu this highly regarded of a project without Dre? But all of a sudden, you have the engine behind you, and it seems like not only did you take a step back, it's like you kind of slid down a flight of stairs.
And you let Dre handle everything. Dre, it sounds great.
Right, yeah, it really does.
Crisp.
It really does.
What that tells me...
I mean, Dre did, 4 or 5 tracks?
He produced 4 and mixed pretty much the whole album.
Yeah.
Damn.
What that tells me is, Kendrick, you better stay far away from Dre.
I mean, he's 3 albums in. Like,
I don't want the streak to be. I don't want the streak to be over.
Well, neither do I. But I'm saying that's a little bit different.
Yeah, Anderson.Paak was more of a Dre artist.
Yeah, he's on that.
Kendrick came in with the part of the deal was Kendrick was bringing TDE with him.
Yeah.
So Dre really wasn't.
You weren't gonna fuck with that.
Yeah,
Dre was just really bringing in kind of like mixing with Ali. And just some mentorship. Like, he really wasn't touching that.
This album, like Oxnard, it was one of those albums I really wanted. I like it, but not enough.
I mean, 6 Summers, Savior's Road, and Smile.
It has tracks.
No. What I'm saying is that blend, when you have J. Pound's Ninth Wonder, King, Michael Coy, and then Caleb and Kiefer, like, just names that I'm familiar with, they're on the production credits, and that's
on paper.
No, they're transitioning into each other. On paper, that should be knocked out the park. And like I said, it took me to get to Petty, which was the second half of Smile, to finally say, okay, now we're in the groove. Let's roll.
Which is what, fucking track 7?
That's the second half of track 7. Yeah. It's just I was
is your fault.
It was underwhelming.
Because last week he said, that'd be a damn shame if the album was like a fucking solid an 8 and it doesn't make our top 5. I think you said on the air.
Excuse me. Who was the one that was telling us, oh, this album of the year off the track list alone?
You said that.
No, that was you.
That was you, bro.
I said album of the year. No, you said that.
No, I did not. I told you. I was like, don't say that stupid shit, because I don't like when people say that.
I didn't say album of the year. Did I say it on the air?
No, you did.
No, I seriously don't remember that.
You didn't say it on air, but you told us.
I didn't say it
in the group chat.
I did not say that.
It's in the group chat.
I honestly do not remember saying that.
Yeah.
If y'all show it to me, and if I did say that, I apologize. I fucked up.
Yeah.
But until then, I'm right until you prove me wrong.
Here we go. Here we go.
That track list dropped and you got excited.
You got excited about the
all I said was with a track list like this is it would be a letdown if he didn't make
That's
it.
what you said.
Yeah, and then you were like, "Oh, track list. This is a great. That's a classic."
Did I say that on the group chat?
Yeah.
Well, shit gets misconstrued in my texts. I was like, "Oh shit, this might be dope." I was like, "Oh yeah."
You said it's a classic off the track list.
Looks like a classic.
Which was making fun of what's his name from Complex.
I said it looks like a classic off the track list. That was sarcasm. See, that's what I'm saying. Everything gets misconstrued in text messages.
Don't blame me when you put words out in the universe as well.
That's not the universe. That's fucking texting. That's not the universe. You got to say it out loud.
Anyways, man.
I had to read it in your voice. So
in my voice. How's my voice sound?
How you sound.
All right, then.
You ever think about something I said and you don't say it you don't hear it in your voice. You hear it in my voice.
Pause.
No, that's not a pause.
That's a pause.
No.
Seriously, like
and in your voice is. Oh, it's like
seriously, you
like
read a note from your mom. You don't just read it as generic ass words. You hear your mom's voice reading it.
Kind of. I just read it.
That's how the mind works.
When you think of a song, you think of that actual artist singing that song or rapping or whatever. You don't.
That's how the mind works. I'm not saying that to make fun of you. Like,
I get you. But I'm just saying, if I said that, I apologize. I fucked up. Because I really don't remember it. Maybe because that album really just like, I won't say it was let down, but I'm like, you're low key better than this. Because No Worries was better than this. And we were on No Worries. Yeah. Damn, and we have Dr. Dre helping you? This is Aftermath. Ain't nothing after that.
I mean,
there's shit after this.
It was a letdown.
That's Creed 2.
It was a letdown, but I'll say this. It's not where I'm like, okay, I'm fully off Anderson.
Yeah,
I can look at it.
Say that.
I can look at it and be like, okay, they tried something. It didn't work. Let's see if they go back to the formula that got them there in the first place.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not writing them off.
As a whole, the album is but individually,
cool.
No. I mean, I'm not downing it, but I'm just saying, like, as compared
okay.
to like the rest of the year,
right?
For example.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Everything
like,
that dropped this year.
But I mean, individually, the songs, especially the funk ones, man, I was
of course.
I was really digging
the songs that hit. They hit.
Man,
yeah,
for sure.
There was no. This was an album where it was either. For your perception, either they hit or they didn't hit. There was no in between.
No in between. It was just, nah.
Right.
But Anderson.Paak, whatever. Creed 2. I said whatever. Creed 2, curated by Mike. This is JC was right.
Mike Will made.
Starts off with that tag, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking Mike Will curated this soundtrack, and he had features from motherfucking Kendrick, from Schoolboy Q, Crime Mob.
You know, it was, oh my God. You know, so before we get into that, because Crime Mob set me off where I was like, yes. But what was cool was that Mike Will produced one of the biggest tracks that had probably the most memorable line in 2018 with King's Dead for a soundtrack. And then he curated a soundtrack and then got two of the artists that were on that. Yeah. And obviously, the curator for that, he brought him on board for this one.
Yeah.
I like the pipeline.
Yeah.
Like, it was I like that.
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
I guess this is a soundtrack you got to watch with the movie because I'm looking at the track like Amen, the fight.
Nah, bro, this is a soundtrack where I'm like, I need to get my ass back in the gym, and this is the motivation that's gonna get me
that
in that
too.
Bitch.
But I'm just saying,
this shit
like,
don't get you hype.
Oh, it does.
Bruh.
Oh no,
oh, it does.
You got something wrong.
Crime Mob and Slim Jimmy is the collaboration I did not know I needed.
Bro, as soon as I heard those snares,
yes,
when the Crime Mob brought their own snares, I was like, that's that shit.
And I like how Mike Will co-produced it, but it was Lil J that produced that shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Lil J has like a specific snare sound and rhythm that he puts on every one of his tracks. That shit, no different.
Killing with Success was pretty dope. Schoolboy.
I mean, Wayne with it. So here's the thing: Wayne opening this up was cool.
It was short too.
It was short, and then by the time it got into
it was effective.
Yeah. By the time Bon Iver picked up, I didn't even know the song had transition.
Yeah.
So that was beautiful. Like it flowed right in, and they picked it up from there. Mm-hmm. And I feel like Bon Iver is an underrated act that complements hip hop very well.
Very.
They are a great act that's very complimentary.
Like Kanye knew how to use them together.
Hey, Kanye knew how to use them. Shit.
Yeah.
But like you were saying, so Martine hit us up with the group chat last week with "Kill 'Em with Success" and then the mantra.
Yeah, mantra of Kendrick.
Right. Yeah. And when he sent those, so I was under the impression this album was dropping this week. For whatever reason, I didn't. For some reason, I wasn't thinking. Maybe I was just because it's like, okay, wait a minute, the album's dropping, or the movie's dropping
this week. Yeah.
So
tomorrow, actually.
Right. So when you sent it, I was like, okay, cool. Like I know they're there, but I'm just gonna wait and listen to it.
Right.
Saturday came around, and I'm like, oh shit, this dropped. All right, bet I'm playing it right now. So yeah, those joints. I mean, anytime Nas and Rick Ross get together,
it's a classic.
My God,
that was a dope ass one. Then J. Cole again just pops up.
Yeah, him and Ari Lennox, they destroyed that one.
The Kendrick record was dope. It was all right.
It was cool.
What's it called?
That shit got me hyped. Like seriously.
What was another one? The one I was really surprised about was the one with Nicki. What's it called?
Oh, that shit was hard.
Running.
Yeah, she actually rapped a really dope ass verse.
Yeah.
Lately, her verses have been tight. I'm like, you rapping now. You're rapping like when Nicki back in 2013 when you didn't have an album coming out. You on that type of tip now. Like you got something to prove. About damn time you rapping like a queen, not a present.
The R&B balances,
still trash.
The R&B balances worked cool on this one. Like you had Fate with Young Thug and Sway Lee, and then you had Midnight with Tessa Thompson and Gunna. That was a great collaboration.
Yeah, she can sing. I didn't know she can sing like that.
Gunna too, though, man.
Right. Who would have thought?
Vince Staples jumping on a track with Ludwig.
Shit.
Yeah.
Bruh. That shit blew my mind.
What blew my mind was how the fuck, like, who ended the album was Ellie Mae.
Yeah, Ellie Mae. That was a great track. But to me, and I was telling Martine this, the standout was Fight.
Easy.
Mm-hmm.
Fight came on, and I didn't know who was featured on it, but every rapper kept coming, and I was like, this nigga on this shit too? Fuck yeah.
He's like, wait,
and you had Gucci, YG, Trouble, Quavo, and then out of nowhere I hear, yeah, ho, and I was like, nigga.
Shut the fuck up.
That moment where I was saying I'll jump out the window. If I didn't care about how much my car payment was and the insurance I pay every month, I'd have jumped my ass out the car.
For real.
It was like Jim Carrey from Me, Myself, and Irene.
For real.
I'm telling you, if for those who don't know me, whenever I hear a track and yeah, ho jumps on,
oh, you know what it is.
Unless you down to party with me, get the hell away from me.
For real.
Like, just go away.
Well, damn. All in all, the Creed 2 soundtrack was an enjoyable listen.
It was. This was a dope ass soundtrack.
Now, I'll say this about the first Creed soundtrack. The one I re-listened to the first Creed soundtrack, which is a dope soundtrack. But the one thing we all seen Creed, right? You remember that part where they had a cinematic version of Meek Mill's Lord Knows? Mm-hmm. Nigga, I re-listened to that shit. That shit still gives me goosebumps. Yeah. When
the first soundtrack was good.
No, I'm talking about that particular part.
What I'm saying is that again, this was like. A couple years ago, so the soundtracks really weren't, whatever. Yeah. But they
weren't on this level.
For even on that standard, the soundtrack was actually pretty good.
Oh, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, that, I'm talking about that one particular song, that part.
Yeah.
I remember listening to that in the theater, and it felt like Kane came in there and just went with the explosion, push it. That shit when Meek's vocals came on and the beat started building, and then when his vocals started going up, the beat started building to a cinematic, just like felt like you could take on the world. That shit was amazing. Yeah, I heard great reviews for Creed 2, so that's good. That shit comes out on Tuesday, actually.
Yeah, I'm watching it this. Oh, okay. I'm gonna see that and Widows this week.
Widows is good, yeah.
Yeah,
and also,
but I'm gonna watch up.
Did the Spider-Man movie come out yet?
That comes out Christmas next month.
Are you sure? I thought it was Thanksgiving.
Nope, damn. Christmas. And the other Disney movie coming out, Wreck-It Ralph 2, that's coming out too.
That's coming out, and then we probably did we touch on the Toy Story 4 trailer?
No, we did, but we can talk now.
I didn't even see the trailer.
It's
not the trailer, it's
teaser.
The teaser. But Key and Peele are now toys in that.
Really?
Or stuffed animals, I should say. But
Well, I just know
they're going out with a bang.
Something's gonna because Tom Hanks said after that he had to have a moment to himself that he
he had to turn his back
line.
on everybody to say the lines because he didn't want to look at them. Which then tells me
somebody died.
I think Woody getting got.
How could a toy get got?
Bruh.
Ripped?
Or he already got ripped and they sewed him back together. Maybe his voice box goes out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ripped. Something could happen.
The cord.
Yeah.
Done.
Well, I remember. True, but he can still talk.
I'm just saying, toys die, man. Toys die every day.
Batteries die. Batteries die every day, boo. Oh,
sad life.
Yeah. I hope this one's the last one because Toy Story 3.
They should have stopped after 3.
3 was the perfect ending.
Yeah.
They didn't need nothing else. Nothing else. Speaking of who didn't need nothing else, Jaden Smith didn't need to drop this damn album. I'm sorry. The Sunset Tapes, a cool tapes story. I liked Sire when it came out last year. I really did like it. So I was low-key excited about this. I went and listened to this shit. It's blah. I wanted to like this. This makes Oxnard sound like Illmatic. It
kind of does.
I really, really wanted to like this. Like this is what you kids call a vibe. This is the definition of a vibe.
I strongly disagree.
I know you do.
And the reason why I'm not listening to Martine on this is because Martine does not like Drake. And he did not really care that much for My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. And a lot of these vocal arrangements reminded me of My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, how he would just let songs go and he would just do
sounded like a whole
vocals.
lot
so because you didn't like that, I don't really give a shit what you got to say.
That's cool.
He sounded like a whole bunch of just Drake and Kanye.
You don't like vibe music at all. I've noticed that about you.
I like lyrics that can.
I like lyrics. I like lyrics too. But at the same time, there's just music I want to listen to where it's like I don't necessarily want to think, and it's not necessarily to be ratchet or whatever. I just want to hear good background music.
You want to hear sounds.
Yes, sounds that come together and make a cohesion. I got this with Jaden Smith. Like, play this on a mountain at sunset. This is probably I'm probably going to have to go back and revisit in a couple weeks. Probably going to be one of my favorite top 50 records dropped this year.
Really?
Like, just the mood of it. Just the zone. Like, you get lost in this track.
Well, I was listening to this
floats.
shit right before you picked me up, man, and I don't know.
I tried listening.
Not my shit.
Just like
that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying.
But I mean, I'm not gonna down it. I'm just gonna say it's not my shit.
Yeah. I mean, if Rock Nation decides they want to package,
Oh, it has
go with
tracks.
That. Yeah. It could be a decent single for his catalog.
Oh yeah.
Like it's got the potential to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Calabasas freestyle I thought was funny because I first went to Drake, and then he was actually spitting, and I was like, okay, I can rock with that. I mean, overall, I don't expect much from Jaden Smith, so I guess that's where the difference comes.
You kind of lowered your expectations.
I never had expectations to begin with.
There you go.
Like I heard Sire, and I was like, oh, that was cool.
Sire
that was a great project that came out of nowhere.
Sire was absolutely fire.
This one again, I thought it was coming out next week. I didn't know that it came out this past week. So when I got it, I was like, okay, I take Jaden Smith for what it is, who he is.
Yeah, man.
I don't get my hypes built up on him, and he's. I remember there was a point where people would make fun of him. Now he's at a point where he is probably one of the tastemakers we got in the game right now. Mm-hmm. So whatever he wants to decide and roll with, I mean, I'm not looking at his albums to be like, this is going to be album of the year.
Oh.
But at the same time, I listen to his music and I'm like,
I think after Sire, after Sire, I didn't have expectation when I listened to Sire the first time, but I was curious because after I heard Icon and shit, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna see how he sounds. And then when you turn on those first 4 songs, I was like, this is fucking amazing. And that whole album was dope. And then I guess I had high expectations, and I go in here, I was like,
I think that's what it is because I didn't have any expectations at all.
There you go.
I came out, and again,
I wasn't mad.
I'm more of the one out the group where I enjoy a lot more than you guys enjoy. Like and that's not to downplay your guys' ears. Like you guys are very, and I don't even want to say stuck in your ways because stuck in your ways sounds negative. So I don't want to say that. It's you guys like what you like, and you guys stick with it.
I'll take that tag and I'll run with that.
Versus my ear, like I want to test to see maybe I like something else.
Maybe again. But then I can listen to certain. If a song really catches my ear, or a certain album that catches my ear, I'll go. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give it a chance. I'll give everybody a chance.
I feel like we just have like our own different avenues and shit as far as music goes. Because like, you would go towards something like that. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that negatively,
right?
But like, also, I mean, I would listen to all the people that you guys don't. For example, Gunna, Lil Baby. Trippie Redd even
that
sometimes.
has to take a lot for me
You
to
know what I'm
listen to
saying?
people like that.
Exactly. That's some shit that I would listen to that you guys wouldn't. You know what I mean?
we have though.
Oh no,
I
know, but you listen to it and not get it the same way that I would.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And also, with the way all this music
with
comes out this year, with all this music that comes out, nothing really sits no more. I look for something that I'm gonna sit with and really, really enjoy, like a movie. But then it's now at this point, everything is like a movie. As soon as you're done watching it, it's on to the next one, on to the next one. It's just like with music, you can't be doing that shit.
I saw somebody that put out that 2018 is the year of forgettable music.
Hell yeah,
I
it is.
kindly disagree with that.
Hell yeah, it is.
This year was so.
There is a lot.
Don't get me wrong. There's music that it came and went.
Yeah.
But considering that there were certain names that didn't drop, and then in some cases you had Crit who already dropped and then just dropped a regular 3-track maxi single. Yeah. Basically.
Pretty much.
For a name like Kendrick to not drop, but you still have a great amount of hip hop albums that came about this year.
Yeah.
To me, I'm not looking at those as forgettable. There's a bunch of hip hop records that dropped this year where I'm like, this has been a great year.
Yeah, I'll be right beside you with that.
It's just, for me, it was just a better year for R&B. And I think that was just long overdue because everybody was trying to do the trap and B sound or whatever. And there's a reason why we remember albums like LMA, Jacquees, Black. And those albums, and then we don't give a shit about what Usher was doing because Usher was trying to recapture that sound. Like, we didn't fuck about that.
I forgot Usher dropped.
We want the traditional R&B sound.
Don't you wish you really forgot that Usher dropped?
I forget. I look at that nigga's profile every time. Like, you fucked up.
Like, I don't know what the fuck he was thinking when he did that shit.
Yeah, but then there was also a conversation Busby and I had over the weekend too, which was. We were talking about just how we consume music. I think how we consume music is the indicator of how people perceive whether it's been a trash year or a good year. Mm-hmm. Because I've noticed, and again, I'm not calling people out to be disrespectful. I'm just, this stuff I've been observing.
Do it.
The people who are saying, yeah, Victory Lap was good, but let's be real. We're not considering that album of the year. I've noticed those aren't people that usually drive. So. Okay. Because I drive everywhere.
Yeah. Same.
And, that and my personal experiences and what I've gone through for the year, Victory Lap was there. Yeah. And it got me through some stuff. And that stuff was usually taking place when I was behind the wheel.
Yeah.
And it was one of those things where I could put Victory Lap on. I already envisioned myself putting Victory Lap on. God willing, I make it to 2021 on a random day. I could put that shit on and I know I'm going to listen to it front to back. Right. Just because it was that album for me.
Definitely.
Versus I've noticed guys like Busby who are more so on their feet on public transit.
And on my headphones.
Yeah, like they're headphone listeners, so they're going to hear stuff just a little bit differently because they're in the motion. So that's something I picked up too in 2018 where it's not necessarily the music is trash. Yes, it's overwhelming at this point, even for somebody like myself who listens to a lot. Right. It was overwhelming. But I think it's just based on the fact of how we consume it.
Because I listen through my headphones. I'm a headphone person.
Right.
And headphones, I feel it more intimate when you have your headphones and you really just listen to the music and you're consumed by it and shit. When it comes to some of this other music, everyone's just like, I don't know, man. Especially, it's like 30-year-olds try to listen to these little fucking kids listening. And it's just like, I just can't.
I've definitely reached the point where, anything that doesn't have, I wouldn't even say, because to me, vibe music still has some substance to it.
At least some.
So it's not even necessarily.
Funny that you say that. 24 Hours, Houses on the Hill. That's what that is.
Well, I know what that comes from. Yeah, Houses on the Hill, that comes from Beach House.
Of course.
Or he's signed to the movement. So
well, he's actually signed Private Club. I think that's Hit Boys shit.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
I thought he was with Ty.
Nah.
Well, then Ty's been working close with him.
Yeah, no, definitely that. Definitely that. But yeah, no, that's definitely vibe music with substance, bro. Yeah. Like that's some shit that just came out last Thursday.
There's vibe music that I can rock with, and usually I'll rock with that. And then there's the vibe music, how Buzz would say, you kids talk about today, where it's like, this is the perfect music to listen to, but you gotta listen to it at 7:47 p.m. after you've eaten an egg roll, and you gotta make sure there's at least some water on the side when you're driving by it. Like that type of shit, I'm like, bruh, that's
you doing too much.
Yeah. Like if I can't if you're trying to give me instructions on how to vibe with it and not let me vibe out to it myself, we got a fucking problem. And chances are it's not good.
Yeah.
Same thing with the 777 album that cats were talking about with Key and Kenny beats.
Oh yeah.
I've seen a bunch of people talking about that's album of the year. I made 3 songs, and at that point, I didn't say it was trash. I didn't say anything. I was just like, you know what? It's just not for me.
Right.
And I'm not even gonna try to pretend to see what other people see, because at this point, I'm ready to fucking tune myself out from 2018. I'm done with it. Like, ready to go.
Real.
So, again, it's just how we consume it. I think that's the difference in everything.
I get it.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I get it. So when the other albums drop, Meek Mill announced this shit, Championships. I hate that fucking cover.
I do not like that cover.
When you both said it.
I do not know what the fuck's going on. Is he an astronaut?
Is he in the jungle?
Is he in the jungle? Like,
I guarantee
is he in
was
20
Eagles related.
Yeah, is he in
probably
2118?
yeah.
Like, what's going on?
That out as you've been out of jail for how long, and you get a cover like that, Meek? Come on, son.
Well, you know what the issue with is for me? It's not only can I not tell what's going on, I like to know, even if it's abstract. I
Yeah.
want a clear cover so I can kind of get an idea of what it is.
Yeah.
He has something that's, you don't know what the hell's going on, and then he's got the No Limit Cash Money font.
Yeah.
Remember back in the day when
yeah.
I hate that fucking cover. Like, I hope there's some fan, because there's going to be probably a lot of people on.
Oh, there's going to be a lot.
Of course.
They got to make something.
Yeah.
Make a championship belt or something, because
Yeah.
that shit is trash. Meek,
And we'll like it enough where we'll post it all over our social media.
yeah, or it'll be over Twitter. It'll be something.
Yeah,
because
best
that
believe
shit's-
I'm not using that damn
I
cover.
ain't using that. Just look like he's in the jungle, looking like he's in the bushes and shit.
Which cover was worse? Is that or Stay Dangerous?
I think this one.
Really?
I don't
Yeah.
know, man.
Stay Dangerous was pretty bad, man.
I mean, at least with Championships, it's edited. You know what I'm saying? Like the Stay Dangerous one, that looked like some high school fucking or
Nah.
middle
and it
school.
sucks too because I got so
like,
much love
you
for
go into the
YG and his
fucking
music.
photo,
But
you know
that,
what I mean?
yeah, that shit looked like he was trying to
With
enter
your
the
crew and
dragon.
shit. Yeah. You know, matter of fact, I think my cousin actually took a picture with that same background behind him back in the 90s.
Yeah.
Real
I think
shit.
I think that's what YG was trying to get.
You can put that picture on Cisco's Enter the Dragon cover and it blends in.
Yeah.
Y'all nigga gonna make me unleash the dragon. That's man. I love that shit.
Yeah.
Nah, but
Yeah.
yeah, Championships comes out, and then what are the albums? After the Meek, then what's next?
I'm really only holding up for Meek. That's it.
Yeah.
After that, like my list is pretty much set up.
My
at this
shit's
point.
already set up at this point. I was really looking forward for Anderson, and I thought he
Yeah.
was gonna fuck my shit up, but he didn't fuck my shit up. So fuck.
I mean, like I said, he's still
Pause
gonna
that.
Pause.
Pause.
Just please.
I wasn't even paying attention to that because I was I'm glad y'all caught it. Like I said, I was expecting it to be top 10 status. It's a good enough album where when I compare it to some of the lower end stuff, I'm like,
But it's
it was
not
still
lower
better than
end.
that.
But it's not lower end. It should not be top 20. It should be top 10.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
For me, it's a disappointment, but it's not a disappointment to the albums that I consider disappointments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this will still make the list, but in looking at it, it's like,
I still feel someone's gonna be an asshole. Some heavyweight's gonna be an asshole. Somebody.
I mean,
It's bound to
I'm
happen,
lying.
man.
Dipset drops this week. I'm at least going to check it out.
Yeah.
But
I'm not expecting much with it, but
Yeah,
I'm a
it's not
Dipset
same.
fan. You know what I'm saying?
somebody
Yeah,
gonna be.
I'll listen to it.
Somebody's gonna be an asshole. And I feel it's gonna be Gambino. Maybe.
Chance the Rapper.
No, I don't think it's
possibly.
Chance. I don't think it's Chance.
I'm just throwing names out there.
Yeah.
For all we know, Rihanna could have been throwing the scent off to just have this week. She's
I'm telling
overdue.
you, man,
Somebody's dropping on
she-
Black Friday.
If she's dropping a reggae album, it's got to be during the
It
summer.
has to be during the spring,
summer. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we were getting ready for. We thought Kanye, but Kanye changed his fucking mind. So I'm like, I'm not even mad about
I
it.
didn't think
to be
Kanye.
honest. I didn't think either. But
I'm trying to think of a name that would just fuck everybody up.
Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Even then, I don't think it would fuck it up because she dropped as a half.
That rose.
So
for
we
you,
already had. But I mean,
that rose for you shit's fake. By the way, people.
Let me rephrase that. It would be a different drop because she already dropped something and was already on tour.
Yeah.
Versus her just being quiet the entire year and all of a sudden she dropped
Yeah.
the self-titled album.
Who would be
Right.
someone that would just really fuck
That's what I'm trying to
everybody
think,
up?
like-
Bieber,
It would have to be a Bieber.
like a pop star. You gotta think somebody heavyweight.
Yeah,
The only person I can think of is Bieber.
Bruno Mars.
Bruno already dropped. He's on tour. He's been doing other
No,
shit.
but I'm throwing out the name.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
2 years ago when he dropped the album.
Yeah, but he's been living off that shit for 2
those
years.
features, man. Those features are nice.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of features, we got the Illy nominations coming up. We got featured artist of the year when it comes to rapping.
Yeah, so we have 2 Chainz, Drake,
Arbery.
J. Cole, Nicki Minaj, and Push T. So those are the 5 for the rapper
Drake just
side
wrapped
of the
up.
features.
Drake just wrapped up his tour, by the way.
Yeah,
in Atlanta.
Atlanta.
He brought out everybody, except Adonis. There's a fucking contest he has out now saying, well, I guess for the Red Cross or some shit like that if you do this contest and you raise enough money, you could go on a trip with him or some shit like that and chill with him in a secret location, quote unquote.
He's probably looking for a babysitter for Adonis.
That's what I said.
Yeah. So that was
no, man. That just sounds shady.
Yeah.
No.
And Red Cross is involved.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
trust
not
them.
Red
No,
Cross.
man.
It's not Red Cross. It's like
I'm
that
cool,
other
dog.
red. It's that other red shit they do. That
What was it?
campaign.
The floods last year. Remember the floods hit here last year?
Yeah.
My mom went to go help out because, of course, my mom's a nurse.
Right.
It makes sense. She
Yeah.
has a heart. She wants to go help out. She goes through the Red Cross. The Red Cross is giving her hell on stuff that she does on a daily basis as a nurse. And they're telling her, no, you can't do it that way. After a while, she's like, man, fuck this. I'm
going
out.
home.
Like, I'm not doing
Y'all
this.
drown.
It got to the point where there were people there who didn't have their medication and they couldn't leave. So my mom was like, you need your medication. I'm going to go get your medication for you. She brings it back and they're like, we heard you did it and we can't do that. She goes, she's a diabetic. She needs her medication. Like, what are you talking about?
Serious.
And ever since then, I've been like, fuck Red Cross. Like,
Well, I don't
nah,
think it's Red Cross. It's one of them other Reds.
no, it was Red Cross.
No, for Drake shit.
Oh. By the way, I'm putting that on them, so fuck Red Cross.
Anyway, when we get to featured artist of the year,
Fuck 'em.
vocalists, like singers, we got her.
Oh, come on, bro.
Kalani,
bruh.
Khalid, Sway Lee,
Lead, yep.
and Ty Dolla $ign.
Yeah. So we got those, and then of course we got, now that all the soundtracks for us are in, best soundtrack nominees are A Star Is Born.
Which is really good, by the way, people. Y'all
Definitely.
really need to listen to that.
Definitely. Black Panther,
Which is
Creed
really
2.
good, people. I'm just
Creed 2, which of course, like I said, I was already waiting to do this last week, but I wanted to wait to hear the product, and I wasn't let down. So Creed 2 was in, Superfly, and the Uncle Drew soundtrack. The Uncle Drew soundtrack, again, everything about the film, I said it was lighthearted, it's fun, it's a good time. The soundtrack's just as much of a good time. I went back and replayed it, and I was like, damn, these songs were really all on here
that
on one project.
soundtrack, that's a sleeper for
Yeah,
sure.
definitely. So those are the three. We'll have some more next week as we close out and
We gotta
get
start
ready.
making our fucking list. We gotta start constructing that shit.
Yeah.
Shit. Anyway,
So
random.
those are the three Illy nominations for this week.
randomly go through this shit real quick.
This is the first note I put on this week, and it's just a story I can't help but laugh at over and over again.
It's stupid as shit.
A man robbed somebody for his phone, and then he used the phone to order Uber Eats, and that's how the police were able to track him and catch him.
Yep.
Stupid.
Genius, man. Fucking genius.
Oh man, that's funny. Idris Elba had a doll that was supposed to be created after his likeness, but if y'all saw it, it didn't look like the nigga. Not even close.
Hell no.
It actually looked like the nigga from Think Like a Man. Romani Malco.
It looked like the dude from fucking Think Like a Man, 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Yeah, Romani Malco.
Yeah.
Yeah,
shit.
It looked like
Looked
that,
like
and
his ass.
then it just looked like a niglet that was left over
From Tales from the Hood.
Yeah.
Little nigglets.
Oh my god.
Michelle Obama dropped her new book. What's it called?
I forgot, but round of applause.
Yeah, round of applause. And Obama showed up with flowers, and he got that little pop star shit. Man, every time I see them niggas, it's like, man. I mean, see them. It's like, man, I miss them.
Get your ass back in the White House
now.
For real.
Yeah, say, nope. I told y'all what was gonna happen. I'm on vacation. I'm living my best life.
Yeah, he showed up, and then he compared him showing up like it's the equivalent to Jay-Z showing up to Beyonce's
Pretty
concert.
much. That's pretty much what it is. Except
And just he said that, and I was just like,
oh, it's him.
no. He said that, and I was just like, that was the pipeline from the White House to the hood, and he's no longer there.
He was the pipeline, man.
And we don't got nobody. We got a motherfucker that stands and says that Black Lives Matter is just as bad as nationalists. Like, you know,
I thought we were going a whole episode without mentioning that whole ass nigga, but
it's impossible, man.
yeah, it's possible.
Just like, you know, he probably gonna say some stupid shit about the shooting in Chicago where the dude ran up in the damn hospital. It was a Mercy Hospital. Damn shooting happened. Like, that was my exact thought. It wasn't, oh my god, somebody came in and shot up a hospital. It was like, damn, another one?
Ooh.
Damn.
Also, when he did come out here for the fires, and he said that, oh, you rake your leaves and that shit.
Yeah, if we rake our leaves, there won't be no more fires. And I was like, bro, you're in the fucking
And our
forest.
governor gave him this look like, this motherfucker, get the fuck out
And then I seen a picture, it was a meme, whatever. This said, if you don't have a rake, bring a hoe, and it had a picture of Melania.
Anyways, also Lil Jon, he's out for peace, man. He opened up a second school in Ghana.
Yeah, round of applause.
Okay.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Good for him.
A second one.
Shit.
That's awesome.
And
Who would have thought?
literally
The king of crunk.
Right?
Well, Crunk died, and he decided to help Ghana and Africa. So
Hey.
good for him.
Yeah.
What's going on with Wale?
Wale went on Twitter basically saying he got racially profiled while he was in his Airbnb in a nice area. Something about I think they misput the key somewhere or whatever, so they had to go try to find a way to get back in. Mm-hmm. They were able to get back in, but the neighbors saw them, and of course the police came out there, and yeah. So once again, it does not matter
Well, we got ourselves a
what your economic status is. If you are black and you do not fit what
Still
people
nigga.
deem as
you still a nigga.
yeah. But on the flip side, you had a situation where, and I say this not lovingly, these niggas showed up to Chipotle
You call them niggas now.
and they claimed that, this was racial discrimination. The manager didn't want to serve us. Chipotle fired her, but then there was more to the story. Come to find out, these niggas have been dining and dashing plenty of times, and they left all the evidence on where? Their Twitter account.
Niggas.
Because apparently what you can do at Chipotle is you can swipe the card and the reader doesn't read it in time from the time they hand you the food to the time you get out. So they've been using fake cards, getting their food, and by the time they realize it's been declined, they're already out the door. So
Why would you
So
get out
how
of
did-
Chipotle,
wait.
man? Chipotle gives me is lightheaded. Fuck that.
No, fuck all that. But how did they get away, or how did they try to get away with it, or how did they get caught?
because
I don't understand.
it was on their Twitter account.
They were tweeting about it, laughing about it.
They're starting to catch up to us. We may have to go to a different Chipotle with these cards.
Laughing my ass
These
off.
are all tweets. Laughing my ass off.
Stupid.
I'm telling you, niggas go on Twitter because they think shit's funny. They want retweets and shit, and retweets get you fucked up.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Ass. So then now they're investigating it again because once that information came out, everybody went out to Chipotle and they was like, what the fuck you doing? Like, this wasn't racial discrimination. They was scamming y'all. And you got rid of the person that recognized it.
It was a whole group of people.
Yeah.
And they were on camera talking shit. Like, man, fuck y'all. Y'all be here. Like, yeah, get the fuck out of here. Like, yeah, they're racially profiled. And they went and did that shit.
Right.
See, God don't like ugly niggas.
Niggas.
Anyway.
Niggas.
Sound like Uncle Ruckus. Niggas.
Speaking of that, Larissa and I were watching that over the weekend.
Which episode?
We were just going through all 3 seasons, just randomly
Just
watching.
the ones that matter?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't mention season 4.
But season 4 exists.
No, it does not!
God damn it. Get over it, Busby.
Never.
But see, here's the problem with his logic. He just said the ones that matter, which means he has to recognize that there's a season 4.
No,
Yeah.
I don't recognize it.
But
It
you
never
just
happened.
did.
No,
You
no, okay, let me rephrase
You
that.
said the ones that
The
matter.
ones that
because season 4 never existed.
Season 4 never happened.
Do you
What's
want me to
season
hit
4?
rewind?
What's season 4? Season 4 never happened.
Even
Never.
though he just said it.
It never
On
happened. I don't know what you heard. That's fake news.
Okay.
All right.
See, at least I'm kidding about it.
All right, Aaron Trump.
That hurt even calling you that right
Yeah.
now.
Hey, don't you, man.
Okay, Aaron Trump. Donald Busby.
Hey. It's not your move. See, you don't get that, Martin. But anyway, yeah, so...
In other news, love hurts.
supposedly, allegedly, Jaden Smith covered her tattoo.
No, it's not allegedly. That shit's covered.
It's covered?
It's covered.
Oh, so they broke
Big
up.
ass tattoo that's all over.
Wasn't it her face? Is his face?
It was
or
his
something?
face and the lower part of his neck.
Oh yeah, because they've been quiet. Both of them have been quiet this whole year.
Maybe Big Sean drops. Maybe he's the one that drops.
Maybe.
Maybe Janae Aiko's the one that drops. Maybe this is a
both of
fucking
them.
publicity shit and they both drop.
2088.
Yeah.
Nah, but they
His story and his story, her story.
Yeah.
The version of the Carters that we don't want to hear.
Now, man, I don't know. They're gonna be sending a whole bunch of subliminals.
Shit.
See, Big Sean has a great roster, man. If you really think about it, he had Ariana Grande. He had first it was what's her name, chick from Glee. Not Naya Rivera. Then it was Ariana Grande. Then fucking Jaden Smith. For all we know, Jaden Smith could be a crazy ass chick. That's probably why he broke up with her. Now, all 3 of them, he all broke up with them for a reason. They all seemed cuckoo. So, especially Naya Rivera, when she fucking broke up with his ass. When they broke up, they were supposed to get married, and she kept the same dress, the same location, kept the ring. Only thing she changed was the groom. She was gonna have her wedding.
Oh, you know what I forgot to mention? Going back to Creed 2. So, of course, Nicki was on the soundtrack. What award show? Where was it when she called out Michael B. Jordan?
At the...
Because it wasn't the CMAs.
No. I want to say the EMAs. I want to say the EMAs. The European Music Awards, maybe?
Something where she was just like, this dress was yada yada, Michael B. Jordan's going to take it off. And I remember watching that and I was like...
You thirsty ass.
No, I remember watching that, I was like, if a man had said that about a woman...
Oof.
It'd be a whole lot of shit.
Mm-hmm.
She said it about him, and it's okay. But how do we know Michael B. Jordan even want to touch that?
That's true.
That's sexual harassment.
That's he too.
Yeah.
Not me. That's what I call it. Not me.
Protect yourself, fellas. You know,
especially with someone like Nikki.
Yeah, our feelings matter too. Just because she a woman, don't give her the okay to talk reckless about you in a sexual manner.
Some women are trash too.
Yeah, speak your mind, fellas.
Women are trash too.
They are, but then there's just some niggas like Rossi and I read this tweet yesterday.
What?
God, and I don't like where this is going.
Yeah, we read this girl tweeted out how this dude that she wasn't even interested in was pretty much basically telling her, how you tweet is, something that's going to get us in trouble in the long run because I like my women quiet like my mom.
I saw that tweet.
And
I sent that to my homegirl.
And Rossi and I were looking at that shit like, bruh.
Who the fuck is you?
Niggas is really trash. And then Rossi was funny because he's like, niggas, I mean, y'all niggas is really trash out here.
Like, seriously. I said that to my home. Like, the way he said that shit, he was just like, they need to be seen but not heard. Like, and then she went off on him and she was just like, see what I mean? He's like, he went on a whole other speech.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Like, nigga, who the fuck is you?
I read that and he was like, God sent me to you to make you better. And I read that and I was like, in other words, come on, man. How come I don't be out here getting coochie either?
Lame ass.
Dude, some niggas are trash. Speaking of niggas are trash, your boy, I can't believe I saw it. I don't know what could be our soundbite for that.
The tweet's deleted now, but he put it up there.
I saw that shit and I'm like, I gotta send to JC.
First it started on Instagram. Him and Erica Mena. It was going at it. Erica Mena was basically saying, can we just live in a world where nobody remembers that I dated Bow Wow? And then he came back and was like, well, can we just live in a world where nobody remembers that you got 500 bodies? Damn. And then she shot back with, well, you had no problem licking and getting in between my legs after them 500 bodies. Damn. So then this nigga just quit Instagram and then went over to Twitter and was basically saying, yo, somebody remind her that I got the sex tape.
Yeah.
And then after that, everybody was just like,
what kind of shit is that?
You know that's a sex crime, right? Like, don't be proud of that. Like, as soon as that shit drops, they know you just like them Chipotle niggas.
It's also a federal crime.
Yeah.
What the fuck's wrong with you, Bow Wow?
So like I said, the tweet's deleted. But he's at a point where,
that's your man.
It sounds like this is not going to end. I mean, he's my man's, but he's more my man's like the... What's the Jekyll or the what they used to have in the kingdoms?
Oh, jester.
The jester. Yeah, I look at Bow Wow more of it. That's my man's. That's the jester. They ain't my man's that I look for life lessons. Like, motherfucking Bow Wow. Like, this man, in his 30s? I don't even think he knows who he is as a man because he's so caught up with being the child star.
Oh boy, could have been like Drake. He really flat out could have been like the whole presence of who Drake is.
Yeah.
He really could have been like Drake before Drake.
Or he just could have been a normal ass nigga that could have lived off his past fame.
He could have just stayed an actor because he was making money.
I mean, look at Tevin Campbell. Tevin Campbell's released a song, hasn't released a song in how long? And we still, anybody wants to slander Tevin Campbell, it's a no. That could have been Bow Wow's life, but he just does stupid shit.
Yeah, that's your man.
Yeah, that's my jester nigga.
Anyway, what y'all got planned for Thanksgiving?
At this point, I have no idea.
You not gonna cook? Or your mom ain't gonna cook or nothing?
Mom works on the holidays, so she get that time and a half. Time and a half for a nurse is amazing.
I don't give a fuck. I'm cooking.
Yeah, you work in the medical field. Right. That time and a half is something.
Oh yeah, not for sure.
Oh, Larissa ain't gonna cook or nothing?
Huh?
Larissa ain't gonna.
She's going up to her parents.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm chilling. I'm gonna clean out my place. That's like the one day where I'm like, this is like the one day I'm not focused on making money, so I might as well clean up.
Clean up and cook something. Like, what's open?
Well, no, that's the thing. I don't know.
Chinese restaurant.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if Dom put in to grab some of the food from the restaurant, or not the restaurant, but the store he works at. Mm-hmm. I don't know if he's done that yet, but they got good deals, so I'm about to hit him up as soon as I get back home. Like, hey, yo, we how much you need so I can put in for that prime rib, my G? Because I don't like eating turkey anymore, man. Like, puts me in a position where I feel like I'm eating alongside them whole ass pilgrims.
Get some chicken then.
I eat chicken 24/7. Like I rarely treat myself to a delicious, delectable prime rib.
Whatever. If any of y'all gonna shop, make sure y'all don't shop on Wednesday, because I call that day for grocery stores Black Wednesday. You know, it's Black Friday.
Hey man,
it's Black Wednesday.
I'm shopping on Wednesday.
Well, that's
not at those stores. Green Wednesday. That's the new thing.
Green Wednesday?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so you can have the munchies. Yeah. So you can eat everything on the plate. So you can go night-night and have the itis.
For real.
Shit. Man, this year's been flying the fuck by, man. Crazy.
Crazy, man. The first month was slow.
January felt like forever.
Yeah.
January. Then after that, it was just smooth sailing through the year.
I woke up yesterday. I was in my apartment in L.A. Woke up today next to a woman in a relationship with. Like, damn,
time flies, man.
If that ain't the story of how my 2018 went, I don't know what can.
Seriously, man.
That's just crazy, bro.
Hey, man. Hey.
Well, congrats.
I'm not complaining.
You shouldn't.
Yeah, I'm not. Listen, I indulged all weekend too, bro.
Oh, you were watching Netflix and shit?
Nah, just Friday. I had Popeyes. Saturday. What the fuck we eat on Saturday? There was some chicken. Where did I go? Oh, Chick-fil-A.
Some chicken.
Yeah. Chick-fil-A, my G.
Some chicken.
Bro, you can't go wrong with Chick-fil-A.
Nah, especially because the past few weekends we've been craving it on Sundays. Fucking Sundays.
Dude, they fucking trash for that. I mean, I get it. I understand the background or whatnot, but come on, man.
But see, here's the life hack. You get Chick-fil-A at 11:30 at night, and you get 2 meals.
Shit. And put it in the refrigerator and then warm it up.
Wake up the next morning,
that's
there you go.
Work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, fuck. Let me see. My birthday. What did I do? I went out and ate at this Brazilian steakhouse restaurant downtown.
Give me a hell yeah!
Man, they were bringing They were bringing all that meat, man. That shit was good. I hella forgot because I remember I ate there. I didn't eat there. I ate like at a place like that in L.A. like a few years ago, and they just kept bringing you meat.
You gotta put that placard around, let them know stop bringing that shit.
Yeah, I didn't know at first because me and my mom had the shit on green, and they just kept bringing the shit. I'm like, nigga, stop.
Yeah, I made that mistake with
red light.
I made that mistake my last training camp, and Jason happened to be up in the area, and he's like, hey, you want to go out to dinner? I was like, yeah, for sure. Went out, Brazilian spot. They kept bringing food, and I was wondering, I was like, damn, why ain't they bringing this nigga more to me? They keep coming to me. And then after a while, I was like, man, he just kept looking, he goes, yeah, flip that over, G. And I was like, whoop, damn, I should have brought some Tupperware and left that shit on green.
Ratchet ass. But yeah, I guess this is episode 113.
Yep.
Damn, we're flying through these. 13.
Yeah.
The iLLogical Sense podcast. You can follow me or us on the Twitter at iLLogicalSP. That's our podcast. Or you can follow me, Mr. Busby 408. Lowercase 08, and on Instagram at the iLLogical Sense and at Mr. Busby.
And then all across my social media, JC No Huts. I don't know if I'm gonna do a playlist this week. I might do it, but I don't feel the pressure. It's the holiday.
Yeah, we're gonna eat.
We'll see. Maybe I'll do something light, so that way, while people are cooking, they could put something on.
It's like a holiday. Damn near you can mix it like with some holiday music and shit.
I don't like doing playlists with holiday music. I hate that shit.
Damn.
That's just stupid.
Fuck you too.
Hey, bro, on some real shit. I used to work at Kelly Moore Paints, right? And every fucking, from Thanksgiving all the way till New Year's.
That's what's gonna happen.
Christmas music.
Yeah.
I hate that shit now, bro.
You gonna keep hearing that shit.
One damn song that I'm cool with is This Christmas. It don't even matter which version.
That sounds raw. Yeah, that sounds hella raw.
It don't even matter which one.
Bootcamp just got Christmas early. That motherfucker picked that shit over. Was it a fumble?
No, he stripped.
He stripped it, and then he ran over Mahomes into the end zone.
Yeah.
My house, nigga.
Santa Claus is coming to town. He was a Jehovah's Witness singing that shit. That's hella random. But yeah, Martin, give your shit.
Oh yeah, Beats be killing them on every social media. VNMS, which spells venomous, on every digital streaming platform.
Venom.
And then these motherfuckers just acting ass again.
They ain't gonna know what to get them. Love that hook. Love it. That's it.
I mean, we could say, Happy Thanksgiving to people.
Yeah, I mean, it is going to be Thanksgiving after all.
Oh, yeah. Well, happy Thanksgiving. Y'all be safe. Be thankful for your families. God living, breathing. You know how it goes. Happy Thanksgiving.
Sweet potato pie over pumpkin pie, niggas.
You motherfucking
Got
right.
that shit right.
Shit. Fuck yeah, York.